live.
Well, it says we're live, so we'll go with that.
Yeah,
Well, welcome back, everyone. It's been a minute or two, like for us, for just because we've been so busy and stuff. But
we
finally,
have.
we've got a wee time and date that's worked with us. So this is
Yes,
us.
here we
So
are.
how's things been for your week then?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Yeah, I had a bit
The
of an
first time we're
eventful.
catching up in ages,
Yeah,
actually. Like,
yeah. It really is. Yeah, I've had some personal stuff going on, which is always fun. But yeah. So my daughter had her operation finally. I know I was telling you, yeah, a little
oh,
while
very
ago.
good.
Yeah, my daughter had her operation, which is all good. So that's out of the way with. But that was causing some unnecessary stress. And yeah, and we've had a bit of a surge at the moment with orders, which has been really really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
because we were saying the last episode, we were saying how like there's been a lull and not a
mm,
lot going on, but
yeah.
like now there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's picking up again, and there's yeah, as you know, there's a lot of products to bring in because there's been just an absolute surge of new releases coming out, which is
Yeah.
always good. So yeah, plenty of new stock, and yeah, the orders are coming in, which I can't complain about. So yeah, it's been a good week.
So there is like there's lots happening, and obviously one of the big things is the amount of new stuff that's out
Mhm.
there. But one of the biggest things probably is, finally my socks are out.
Your socks are out.
The biggest news in Magic at the moment.
They're
Never
really
mind the
cool.
fourth floor. Get yourself a pair of socks. So
They're really cool, to be fair. They are really cool. I can imagine so many people walking around in the summer with their socks pulled up doing card removals. So yeah, fair play to you. You've captured the summer market there, Alan.
but just talking about that, there has been big news with you've obviously seen Lloyd's
Yes.
fourth floor. What are you thinking?
Yeah, really good. Like we were talking personally, weren't we, a couple of weeks ago, saying like we just know it's going to be fucking awesome and the branding's going to be on point and stuff. And it was like, yeah, when we could finally get onto the website, I was like, yeah, I wasn't disappointed. Went on there, I was like, oh, this looks sick. And yeah, I purchased through it. I knew I was going to purchase something for it, and then, so yeah, I purchased 6 Pro, which is yeah, I've been getting stuck into that over the last couple of nights, and yeah, I'm very, very, very impressed. Um, yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to use because I was a little bit wary. I was like, oh man, like, is it something I'm actually going to use? Because obviously, like, I don't perform really anymore.
Yeah.
What I do perform now, being in the shop, is stuff that I only stock. So it's like, from a business point of view, why would I be performing stuff that I don't stock? Every customer that comes in, I'm going to be hitting them with 6 Pro. Well,
And
can I
then it'll
buy
be
it?
like, can I buy that? And you'll be like, no.
No, you can't, unfortunately, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't even tell them the name of it. So
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna,
yeah.
man. It's yeah, it's so good. But like I was saying to you when I was reading it like a couple of nights ago, when it turned up, I was like, because it's a book, and I was just reading through it, and it gave me, when I got to the method, it just gave me that sense of fucking excitement again, which I haven't felt in so many years of learning a new trick. Like, and I was
Yeah.
going through the method, and it was just like making me so excited. I was like, oh my god, this is like insane level of genius thinking. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, fuck, this is nuts. But yeah, I'm very happy.
I
Very
think it
happy.
is nice that it's been put out actually as a book and a heart, like rather than just like here's a video how to do it. Like there's something nice about like lying in bed, you can sit and read away at it. Like,
We've
you
said
know,
this. We've said this on our podcast before, haven't we? That
yeah.
magic is very, very virtual now. Everything's instant download, or you log in and put a password in, you get the tutorial up, and you sit there and watching it. It's more screen time, and it's like, yeah, to have a book again was just so nice. Yeah, I
I
like
think we
literally
mentioned it for Hugh and me, wasn't it?
yeah,
Hugh and me that you brought in was yeah.
yeah, Hugh and me, yeah, and like yeah, Ian Bailey hit the nail on the head. He was just like, yeah, he sat outside with a coffee and learnt a new trick in the sun, drinking a coffee, and like I was exactly the same. I was laying in bed with the fucking light on, which my missus had to roll over. She's like, why you got the light on? I'm reading,
I learned how to win the lottery. Yeah.
there. Shut up. But yeah, it
But
was
no,
cool.
yeah, I think hopefully that trend continues because even big magic books put me off because there's just so much in them. So like having those little like smaller books, I think is just an amazing way to go.
It
So it
really
is.
is. It really is.
Because
And
Pete Turner has a whole like set of mini books, and they're
you
done
you
like
you bought them in. You bought them in, didn't
yeah,
you?
I've stopped it. Then
Yeah.
they're so good because you can pick one
Yeah.
up, and you just want to learn more about that sort of method, and you can read away
Uh-huh.
at it without having too much going on. So,
Yeah. Cool.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, with Lloyd, I like the one thing that excites me with the fourth floor, and I don't want to bang on about it too much because I don't want to blow smoke up his ass anymore. You know what I mean? He doesn't need any smoke blowing up his ass. But it's like the thing is with fourth floor. It's like I think we both knew it was going to be something exciting because obviously we're like within the retail magic industry now, and it's like just all the branding was good, the email marketing was excellent, all the little games that you had to play to fucking on the run up to launch and stuff was awesome. And it was just like, yeah, we knew it was going to be good. And it is very, very similar to how I felt when Illusionist first came on the scene. You know, like,
Yeah.
which
The amount of magicians illusionists must have brought in at that time, like
100%.
monumental.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But the difference with the fourth floor and Illusionist, Illusionist were very focused on that David Blaine street magic type of feel, trying to cater to people who were interested in magic and coming into magic. The difference with fourth floor, it's that same level of branding, that same level of Illusionist type of feel, but for professional performers who want just unbelievable magic. And it's like I just think every release through the fourth floor going forward is just going to be a banger. I can see it being banger
oh,
after banger after
absolutely.
banger. So I'm very excited, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I'm excited too because hopefully the it digs into like back catalogs for stuff that I've maybe missed because I've
Yes.
been out of Magic so long. Like sometimes you bring in stuff in your store and
Mm,
then you're telling me about it, and I'm like, oh, some of that's like I've overlooked some of that, because
yeah.
when you're a kid, obviously some things are like it didn't interest you as much, and you
Mm.
probably missed so much good magic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, very excited to see that grow and yeah, go skyrocket because I know it's going to skyrocket. You know, I know it's going to be a huge fucking company going forward. So
but it's
very
a nice
excited.
place for like magicians who do have a bit of experience and want, to level up that wee bit more. Like, it's nice to have a place for them to go and shop and have a look. So
Uh-huh. But it's like I had so many messages because I put like a social media post up about like obviously buying 6 Pro from Fourth Floor and Lloyd Barnes and on the story. And it's like I had so many messages. I think I had like 10 or 11 messages come through that day saying from people saying like, "Ah, is it worth the money? Is there an app? What? How do we get?" And it was like, like I said, like it's not my place to tell you anything about it, man. Like, do you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's not. I'm not something. It's not something I'm selling. I think it's good, but yeah, I'm not going to go into the method with anyone because it's Lloyd's trick at the end of the day, and it's for him to sell and for people to think, am I going to use that? Yeah, probably, and you can buy it. So I'm not going to say anything about it, but all I will say, it like broke all expectations in my head. Like I knew it was going to be decent, but after reading through, you've got the OG version, haven't you? You're telling me you've got
yeah.
the OG. So
I,
I
I
don't
think the
know.
only way you'd be disappointed is if you're maybe new to magic and you're
Sure.
expecting some like mysterious method that you'd never think of. Like obviously there's a method behind every trick.
Of
And
course.
I think the longer you're in magic, the more you appreciate some of the methods.
Mm.
Because I think when you first started, and you're like, oh, like, what do you mean? The ticket just doesn't print any 6 numbers on it automatically. It's like, well, no, there's a method behind everything.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's the only reason I would say someone might be disappointed is maybe if they're brand new into magic and they don't really understand that. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still get it with loads of stuff that people buy in my store, and they're like, oh, I was a bit disappointed with the method. And I was like, you're looking at it the wrong way. Like, show it to someone
Mm.
and remember how you felt when you were looking at the trailer or the live performance, and like that's where the secret sauce is.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 100%. I agree completely. As a few people were saying, like, is it worth the money? Because obviously it's quite expensive for a booklet. And I was like, yeah, I mean it's pricey, but now looking into it, testing it out, I haven't actually tested it out on anyone on anyone other than myself and my other half, but like fooled the pants off her and like fooled the pants off me. Like even knowing the method after reading the book, I'd done it for the first time and like with the new version of 6 Pro, there's an add-on which I believe isn't in the OG version, which is like a calculation force. Like it fooled the shit out of me, even though I knew what was going on. Like it is so bloody clever. Like it was like literally six freely thought, and there is six freely thought of numbers. Add them
yeah,
up, and it adds up to your force number you need. I was like, what? And like I'd done it on myself first. I was like, I can't believe this. Like that alone, that added extra could have genuinely been the next release. Like
yeah.
it's that strong.
And it's nice that you can just like put something in your phone case, and that's you ready to go. Like,
Yeah,
because it is a
yeah,
conversation, it does come up. I think that's the strongest bit of it. Like,
yeah,
I don't
100%.
think I would ever show someone it until they, brought that conversation up about like, oh, I suppose you can predict the lottery numbers then, and be like, well, actually, let me
Actually,
show you.
I
Yeah.
can. But it's like I've got now two lottery prediction effects. So the first one that I bought a couple of years ago, and that got me really excited. Was oh damn, what was it? Cosmos Wallet by Black Box Productions by Umesh, which was the printer wallet.
Printer.
Yeah, I bought that and I used that for a long time. But yeah, six Pro. I think that's probably the one. If I was a working magician now, yeah, I'd be using six Pro. Definitely, definitely. So fooling. So yeah,
And the fact you could, like, every table could have, if you were giving away the tickets, different numbers and stuff.
yeah,
You
and
know,
that's what people like. What people were asking me on Instagram was like, is it really six freely selected numbers?
yeah,
And it's like I don't want to tip the method, but all I'm gonna say is your layperson. Yes, from your layperson's point of view, yes, 100%.
yeah.
Like from their point of view, 100%, it's six freely thought of numbers. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but
Someone actually asked just in the wee chat there.
Hmm.
Can you believe it or not? Someone's actually watching this.
Oh damn,
So,
really?
6 Pro, does it work in French?
Yeah,
I think it is multilingual. I think there's no
yeah.
like,
It is multi-language. Yeah. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it is.
just
Uh,
while you're doing that, someone else actually stopped by. Josh Does Magic, and he said hi, and he's looking forward to the podcast. So this is more like a test. I just literally put the do you today, and I said, oh, do you mind if we like jump on live here? So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that's a hard one because I can't. I don't want to give anything away, but I would imagine it would work in any language.
yeah.
Yeah. You would essentially play You would essentially play the Euro Millions. So within your yeah it'd be fine because it's Europe. So yeah, it'd be fine.
I know I actually had the pleasure of watching him do the group of magicians at his lecture, and you could just hear the audible gasp when the people read out the numbers, and he had the ticket, and people were like, "No, no, it can't be."
Yeah.
That was up.
It's just so I can't
That's
I
why at the
can't
break I just ran up and was like, "I need to buy them lecture notes right now."
I just like
So,
can't explain. Like I really hope Lloyd gets some sales from this because I'm like gushing over it.
yeah.
But it's
If you
like
do it on a site, if there's comments, put this came from.
came from the Slightly Twisted
Yeah,
podcast. Yeah, absolutely. But it's just like unbelievably clean, and it's like just reading the level of creative thinking that went into creating Six Pro is just mind blowing.
yeah. And the
So
fact, like, I know it's quite six is quite an old trick to
mm,
like just sit on that and not release that. Like,
no,
that's
what
how
else has he
sturdy
got?
that is. Yeah.
What else is that dude sitting on?
Yeah. What else
Yeah.
is other magicians sitting on like at that? Like, do you
Yes,
know?
I know.
So I always hear about magicians saying like, "Oh, until I get bored of a effect, I won't release it and stuff." So I'm
Yeah.
sure there's some great magic out there and stuff.
Maggie Julio, cool. Thanks for that answer. I'm gonna ask Lloyd. Yeah, do that because like I don't want to I don't want to tip any method on here, and like I feel like if I have to search if it works in French, I'm gonna start tipping the method accidentally. So yeah, yeah, ask Lloyd.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that. But fair play
Mm.
to him. So,
Oh,
but
definitely.
your stuff. What else have you brought in this week that's got you a bit excited? Anything
So
exciting?
yeah, I bought in quite a lot this week, and I'm looking down there. We've done a big restock, to be fair, because I ran out. There's one trick which I love performing in here, and I was out of stock, and I literally performed it to a couple of customers. They were like, "Oh, I need one," and I thought I'd had them, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, I'm out of stock." And I kind of performed it, and they really wanted it there and then, so I had to bring that back in. But have you had? And it's not a new release, and we've had it since we opened, and I sell out all the time. Cinnamental.
Yes.
Such a good trick. Like
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like it's a straight up magician fooler. Like every magician that comes in, I've done it to them, and they're like, "Yeah, I have no clue."
And I like stuff like that because it's not in the, it's everyone's not looking at it at the same time now.
Yeah,
So that's what I always tell people, like, yes, the new releases are amazing, grab them, but like
yeah, yeah,
keep
yeah.
looking back because then you show someone and be like, I've never seen that. Like, where'd that come from? Or
Mm.
you know,
Yeah, sure, yeah.
and you
We've
probably
got
see it more in the shop than anything because you could
so
demo something like that all day. So
100%. Yeah,
because
Cinemental.
online it matters about maybe the new release, but in a
Mm.
store you can sort of get away with showing like a lot of older stuff and getting major reactions and
So,
stuff from them. So
so I was really happy last week. Cinemental, one of the customers that picked up Cinemental, I'm not gonna say who he is, but he came in and it like kind of it didn't piss me off, but like he walked in, he was like, "Oh, I'm here for the magic shop," and I was like, "Yeah, no worries, man." And he was like, he literally his opening line when he walked in was, "I'm into cards. I love card tricks. I want you to fool me. Depending on how many times you can fool me is going to depend how much money I spend." What? I was like, what?
I would just be like, do you want to see me predict the lottery? you know,
I was a bit flabbergasted by it. I was like, fuck,
yeah, I wouldn't
man.
know where to start with something like that.
Well, he didn't even introduce himself. And I hope he's not what I hope he doesn't watch this. But he didn't introduce himself. He like kept like walking in, and that literally was his opening line. Like, I'm into card tricks. I want you to be able to fool me. Depending on how many times you fool me is going to determine how much money I spend.
Mm.
And it was just like that awkward silence, man. I was like, okay, like what level? Like
Yeah,
what do you are you into mentalism? Is it card based effects? Like you've told me you like card tricks, but do you want visual card magic? Do you want sleight of hand based card magic? You want mentalism with cards? Like what are we going for here, man?
so he's basically putting you on like Penn and Teller Phyllis, just
Yeah,
rocks out a wee seat and says, "Fool me, monkey boy." Like,
yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, so I was like, I was like doing, I was doing a lot of stuff for him. I was just rattling through everything. Like, made me kind of nervous, man. And I was like rattling through everything. But one of the things I showed him was Cinemental, and yeah, he was like, yeah, fair play. I can't even reverse engineer any of that. And I was like, there you go. And yeah, he picked it up. So I was like, oh, thank fuck for that.
I'm actually sometimes so glad that I'm online only because see, trying to remember how to perform a load of stuff, like I would just have no hope. Like,
So basically under the display cabinet, I have like the tricks lined up in a row, which I know I'll perform whenever anyone comes in. Like Die by Cyrus, which we both love. Lit by Dan House, I'll always perform. 52 to 1 deck, I'll always perform. Tribute to Varone, which I told you about the last time with the shrinking card box, I'll always demonstrate it. And then I've got other things and bits and bobs which are like maybe I'll do it if they're wanting to see like everything, but I can't demonstrate everything, and that's we've spoke about this on the last thing. It's like people come in, they'll stand there and go like, "I want to see what that one does," and it's like, like I haven't got one of those open, unfortunately.
yeah,
I can tell you about it, but like
or
I
show you
haven't.
like the trailer and be like,
Yeah. I always have my laptop here anyway, and it's like
yeah,
I've got all the downloads on my laptop, so I can just quickly go to it. But it's like, yeah, I think people expect when they come in, I will be able to sit here for like 5 6 hours and show them absolutely every trick I stock, and like I can't. It's physically impossible. Like I can't learn everything, you know.
and you
Um,
can afford to open everything.
yeah, exactly that. I can't afford to open everything, so
We don't get demo. I know some people, like especially the smaller creators, which is really handy.
mm,
Give like maybe I'll order like 10 units, and they'll be like, I've included like a demo copy for you as well,
yeah,
and that's a massive help to me anyway. Like,
yeah,
because it means I can like open it and perform it and play with it, and then I can answer questions better and stuff. But like
yeah.
the likes of Murphy's, like we do not get demo units, we do not get early units for anything. Like,
No, we do not. We do not. It would be
because
nice.
sometimes like YouTube reviewers actually are getting products before I'm getting them.
Hmm.
And it's awful hard. Like I brought it up with Murphy's like recently just about it and stuff because I'm, you know,
I also did send an email. Um, yeah, kind of annoying. But hey ho.
because I can't physically like hype up. Not that I want to hype up stuff, but I can't talk about stuff or like try to drum up business
Mm.
beforehand, which is very hard because you've got that wee window of like people that do get excited about magic, and that's the type of people I love because that's me. Like, you
100%.
know, I get
Yeah.
excited about Magic and
Uh-huh.
watch those reviews and all that. So
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
are my type of people. Like
Yeah.
I buy into all the hype. Like
I don't agree with like reviewers not getting copies early because I understand why reviewers would get copies early because they're going to be expected to sit down and learn the trick
yeah,
to be able to give an unbiased review on it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like if you haven't sat down and actually learned it, but you can't give a review on it because you haven't learned it, you know?
yeah,
So it's like they have to spend a little bit of time learning that effect and to be in the position to be able to give it a decent review. But I do agree with we're not allowed to as magic shops, we're not allowed to even mention anything about new releases. Even though we
yeah,
know about them and we've seen them and like we're super excited about it, we can't mention it until the actual launch date where then every magic shop's talking about it. And it's like yeah, I do it is kind of frustrating, but yeah, it's one that I don't think it's ever going to change, though, unfortunately. But we'll
yeah.
see.
'Cause, like I do think reviewers and influencers do have like a special part to play, especially in for sales for likes of us, because they're the ones creating the hype. But I just want to be able to join in on that. Like
Mm,
that's all I'm asking for really is that type of like not a level playing field, but like just to have a voice when
yeah,
people are talking about it, to be able to jump on and be like, oh yeah, we're playing with this, it's really good. It's
mm,
amazing. Like
yeah, 100%, one
because I
hundred.
actually I think I seen with the void, like I think it was Magic Box, they've done a video, but they had the blur like they actually blurred out their units
Yeah,
sitting beside them. And I was like, you shouldn't have like everyone's seen the box at this stage,
yeah.
you know.
People have
And I was
reviewed
like,
it.
and
People
he's
have people have not exposed it, but people have shown it on YouTube.
yeah, and I was like, and he's having to blur out his units that he's sitting there with. So
Yeah, yeah,
I do
yeah,
feel for that.
yeah. I mean, that was getting back to what we new things we brought in. Obviously, Void, we brought that in, and that sold out very, very quickly. Once again, I just didn't bring enough units in. It's just like such a gamble, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, and I bought in more. I knew because I kind of knew it was going to sell really well anyway because the Lloyd Barnes effect, and he was launching fourth floor of it, and there was hype surrounding it. So I did bring in more than I usually bring in of certain effects, but like, yeah, I should have brought in 3, 4 times the amount I brought in. I was a bit gutted there, but hey ho, it's a gamble, isn't it? It's with Magic, like we've said before. A new release comes in, your units are there to order. You can pre-order them or get them in early, so you're ready in launch date. But how many do you bring in as a new company? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So yeah, kicked myself there.
Especially what we're doing because we're not drop shipping.
Mm,
It makes it super hard. Like,
yeah, it really does, and you have to have the money. The money has to be sitting there to be able to get this stuff.
yeah.
So it's like, and people, I still to this day think people believe there is good profit margins to be made on Magic.
Yeah. Not
Like, it
yet.
really isn't. It's fucking shocking.
If
It's
there
like,
is, I would like to know, like,
yeah, literally,
because even
literally.
my cost of just running like an online store is quite high, like just with
Mm,
fees for everything, like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. And it's like that's without being like, obviously, if it gets to the stage where it's like we're paying, oh, well, maybe one day it'll get to a stage where I'm having to pay VAT if we become VAT registered. Hopefully, fingers crossed one day, because that means obviously we're absolutely hammering sales in. But
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, as soon as you start having to pay corporation tax and VAT and stuff like that, that's another outlet. I don't know where that extra money would come from.
And yeah, accountants, like I have to pay, like I
Mm.
got a bill from my accountant like yesterday. I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Hmm.
And the way I look at everything in my business is that's products I could have brought in.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
all I look at my money as is, oh, I could have
Yeah.
brought in more of this or more of that. But
Yeah, we just had to bring in a load of bubble mailers. So I was like, I
oh,
ran.
that's heartbreaking. I think I said to
Oh,
you.
you literally did. Like, I've got the box. They turned up today, so I've been day off today. So and I've come in. I just quickly saw Mick, the other guy who works in. He was like, "You've got like, loads of boxes turn up," and I was like, "Oh, it's mailers." But it's like I got to the stage where I'd like completely ran out, and I was like, "Shit!" Like I just completely forgot to order mailers, and it's like I had like
Yeah.
7 left, and I was like, "Oh my
I
god!" Like emergency order. And they've all turned up, but like just the price of bubble mailers. Like,
I know
damn.
because I think you sent me a photo of your 6 Pro arriving. I was like, oh, look at that gorgeous like sticker on the bubble
Yeah,
mailer. And
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, I can't even afford bubble mailers, so I can't afford to put stickers even on mine. So,
It's
you
like,
know,
so we send all of our stuff. I just have two. So like we have the black ones and we have the silver ones. But it's like they're so expensive.
yeah.
It's like just to send someone their order is a fucking horrible cost. But yeah, there we are. fucking
And then you get to the post office in the wet, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but
But
it's
hey,
still like I'm still really enjoying running my store. Like,
oh, I
still
love it.
loving it every day. So
Yeah. No, yeah. Big love to it. But yeah, I need to work on. There's a few things I need to work on at the moment, which I know I'm gonna have to put the time into. I want to do. Well, we've spoken about this before, but it's like I really want to. I think it's since the Fourth Floors launch. I really want to do a full rebrand.
well, not rebrand. You're not
Not,
change
I'm not,
name.
not going to change the name,
Oh,
but I
okay,
want like no. So I'm not going to change the name. It's still going to be
good.
Twisted Minds. But yeah, I just want to like, oh, man, I've had this niggling thing in me. It's like I want to just kind of have a full revamp of the website. And it's like that takes so long.
Yeah,
And it's
like I think mine's been underway like 4-5 months, and it's nowhere near finished.
like,
I
yeah.
said that, like, I am aiming for Christmas.
Hmm.
That's how like that's how long it's taken me. So
Yeah. I
because my
haven't done
store, like I
anything.
set my store up, and it was like more like proof of concept. Don't put too much, time into it. Get all the
Mm,
products on, and now I'm like looking. It's like, right, what needs done, and what can I
yeah.
build on?
Yeah. So yeah. So you've started your. I mean, I haven't even started like thinking about. I've started thinking about a not. What's the correct term? Because it's not a rebrand. Because I'm not changing the name. Like a restyle, I guess. Like go.
Yeah, just tightening things up, I suppose. Like, well,
Yeah.
I suppose it is the like a rebrand as such. Like, if but you're gonna keep your rabbit and stuff. You're still your no. Oh, a lot of work. Yeah,
Nah. Yeah, I've really got it in my head that like I want to. I've got a vision of how I want Twisted Minds to be from going forward.
yeah,
But it's like, yeah, it's putting that vision into project and getting underway with it is scary as well because it's like, oh, I
yeah.
don't.
Because when you're first setting up, like it happens to every business. Because like I used to do it for a living with people, like rebrand their businesses, and they just maybe get their logo together and they're happy, and
Mm.
that's one thing ticked off. And then as the business grows, you're like, oh look, the brand's not matching now. Like
Yeah, sure.
what I want it to be, or it's you outgrow it really quickly. So
Yeah, yeah. So
I
yeah,
can't
that's
outgrow mine now because I've got socks printed with it. So that is fine.
yeah. You're like, yeah. It's hard for you to ever now rebrand because your merch is printed and your merchandise and stuff. So yeah. So I'm still I'm supporting, man.
Oh,
I know.
I know. I went to my local club the other night, and two people had my hats on. I was like,
Oh, that's
oh,
cool.
thanks so much. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's wicked. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, very cool. But yeah,
yeah.
other new things. We bought in. I know you brought them in as well. The AF ESP decks by
Yes.
Alexander Marsh. Yeah, bought those in. I didn't get a chance to look at them. They've sold out now. From customers coming in and a couple of online orders they've gone, so they'll be turning up again.
Yeah,
But
these are like this is my own copy of it.
mm,
Just really nice.
yeah,
Really
decent.
nice pack. Like Vanishing Ink does stuff really well, I think.
Really well. Really
So,
well.
and they're like they've started to really put releases out. So they have. So
I just see that comment aimed at you, Alan. Don't rebrand. It'll cost me a fortune in new hats and t-shirts.
oh, he's just said he's sitting in his Sleight Co t-shirt. Yeah, they
Yeah,
have t-shirts like see there's a couple of guys at our club and they're like, where'd you get your hats? And I had to give them like the contact because I went through about 15 different hats just to get like the quality I wanted. Like
yeah,
same as the
sure.
t-shirt. I think that's my biggest
Mm.
pain is I'll just wait until I can get it perfect. And sometimes it's better just to get it out than perfect. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, people are loving it, man. And like I say, I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, I had a customer walk in here, and I was like, something's weirdly recognizable on you. I was like, oh, the hat.
you're like, Alan, is that you? It's like, oh.
Yeah, so that's cool. It is cool. But yeah, I don't think it's something that I'm ever going to do as merch. So like, we've had a lot of messages, like obviously because I feel like our customer base is very shared from doing this podcast. It's
Probably,
like
yeah. We're probably not helping each other. We're probably just
probably not. But it's
competing
like
worse.
But like a lot of my customers have openly messaged me and saying like, "Oh, well, I picked this up because of like your recommendation on the podcast and stuff." And it's like, and I've had a few messages saying like, "Oh, we always order from like we used to go to X shop, but now
Yeah,
we specifically order from you and Alan." And I was like, "Oh, that's sick," you know.
yeah,
And it's like that's super cool. So yeah, I feel like our customer base is quite shared. You know what I mean? Like I get some orders and you get some orders, but I think yeah, the merch thing. Yeah, I just it is the same. It's like another lengthy process of getting everything correct and the
yeah.
quality down and stuff. And it's yeah, I just don't. I think I'm just gonna leave that
Like
for
I
you, Alan.
still stuff in the works, like from when we first opened. Like it's still not here. Like I can understand why like big companies have like such big timelines of like stuff
Mm.
sitting in the back burner because it does take time.
Yeah, yeah, I can
But,
imagine. I can imagine. So yeah, but no, you're killing it with the merch, Alan. Killing
oh,
it.
thank you. It was more for myself, like as well, just because I used to love like the illusionist stuff, and now I don't really want to don't
Yeah.
align with illusionist as much now.
So
So
I say I don't. I say I don't have merch. It's like I don't know why I don't wear it. It's like let me get Sid. This dude here. It's like he is repping.
ah,
He is representing. You know. But it's like I only had a couple of them made, and I was like, no, I do. Like, what do I do with them? So I was like, yeah, I do have them, but I'm not going to sell them. Like, they're just going to keep them in the shop, and for me to
what you
wear.
need to do is maybe just do a wee competition. We'll do a wee joint
Maybe.
competition on someone one time. And we'll
Yeah,
get some.
yeah. I don't think I've ever. Have I ever shown you this?
No, I always sit in the background. I'm like, who is like?
This is. Or this was a very expensive purchase. Like, so basically, it's a silicone mask. And I always wanted one since I was a teenager. And I was like, so it's skin tight. I wore it at Halloween, so it like slips over. It's got like a chest piece and everything, and it's like silicone. But when you wear it, it sinks into your facial features, so you can eat, talk, drink, and like it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. And it's like I bought it originally because I was developing like a horror magic act.
I hope
It's
it
one of
wasn't
these,
for kids, because
one of these fucking
oh
ideas.
my goodness.
It's just one of these ideas that I had in my head. I was developing because where we are in Norwich, we have a lot of Halloween events, and they have like there's like a couple of companies which do like these scare maze events, and I just had it in my head, like it would be so cool to like design a walk around character. So I like kind of had this custom made and stuff, and it was going to be like a kids in it's so sick and twisted. It was going to be like a kids entertainer, which has had a bit of an episode, and yeah, he's like been locked up for the last 10 years, and he's on day release, and he's out now doing tricks.
Get like the Murphys, like
100%. It was going to be all that type of stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I've always thought like, I wonder if people are like sitting there thinking like, what the fuck is that in the background? So that that's why it's there.
well, hopefully you get to do that one day and you get to record it and you can put it up. So I would love to.
One day, maybe one
Yeah.
day. Yeah, maybe one day. But it's just, I think it's another one of my kind of weird ADHD brain moments where I was like, I'm going to develop a horror act, and yeah, spent an absolute fortune, and it's just now kind
Must send your like partner like absolutely crazy, because I send my wife crazy and stuff with things. You know,
yeah.
she's just like, "What is arriving now?" Like she sees like socks coming out of this big box, and she's like, "Oh my god! Like,
Like
what
my
are you
partner,
doing?"
like I have to admit defeat because like I can remember telling my partner when I ordered that mask because it's like custom made for me, and it was like crazy expensive. And she was like, why are you ordering that? Like I can tell you now, you're never going to do that. It's just going to sit in the corner. And I was like, don't know. I will do this. It's sat in the corner, man.
I look cool on camera anyway for you.
Yeah, it sat in the corner. But hey ho. Like I said, the only time I've ever worn it was at Halloween. And like it did look sick.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like custom made all the clown costume as well. And so yeah, I wore it for Halloween. Very expensive Halloween costume at the moment.
Well, you can get more use out of it,
Yeah,
as you go
maybe.
along. So
Yeah, maybe. I might just serve customers in it. I might just stand here all day in it.
people might come in just to see the clown.
I'm going to do the next podcast in it.
Could you imagine we went live on this one and you were just sitting in that? Be like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but
no.
have you bought back to Magic anyway? Have you bought anything new in?
Uh, we we brought Gamma in that sold really well
Mhm.
for us, so we've restocked on those.
Yeah,
They were really nice. Although I did see someone post about the boxes not fitting,
yeah.
but then I think it was David Jonathan said there was a reason behind that.
Oh, really?
But he says that I'll not get into that just yet, so I don't know if there's a secret meaning to that.
Uh,
So
maybe he's get like because obviously you get the ESP symbol envelopes and the number envelopes, don't you?
yeah,
I wonder if it was originally just going to be the number envelopes, and the packaging was designed to fit the number envelopes in, and then they've gone ahead and added in the ESP envelopes, and it's now kind of doesn't compress down. So maybe I
yeah,
don't know. Really, really good effect though. Like when we bought them in, I was kind of thinking like it's a great effect. I can see potential with it. Is it something I'll use? Probably not. But I've been using it like quite a lot in the shop. I've come up with my own routine with it, which I think is really, really good. Yeah,
that's
it's
the type of
definitely
magic I like. That you get ideas from. It's not just like here's how you perform it. Here's what you say.
yeah.
Like I sort of like the stuff that you're like, here's like what it does. Work away. You can come up with anything you want.
Mm.
You know.
So I've been using mine with just the penguin magic. Well, I think they're the best marked cards in the planet. The P3 marked
Yeah.
cards.
So good.
Yeah, it's so easy to read, and it's like, and they're not like code readings either. It's like straight up the card and yeah, the value in the pip is there. But I've been using it with that. I've just been spreading through, getting someone to push one card forward, getting rid of the rest of the deck, and keeping it to their chest, and then bringing out the 1 to 6 envelopes. And I turn back round. I say, I don't want to know what card that is, but I want you to place it inside an envelope. And then I kind of do this bullshit body language routine by picking up on their tell. So everyone has a tell when they lie. So I want you to, we're going to go through the envelopes, and every time you hit your envelope, I want you to lie. You're just going to lie to me. I'm going to determine which envelope ultimately has the card in. And then the kicker finish is obviously you narrow it down to one envelope. They're like, oh my God, how do you know that? And I'll go one step further. I want you to think of the card, and I'm going to tell you the contents of the envelope. And then you just nail the card as well because you're using the P3 marked cards.
Yeah.
It just adds that little
Nice.
extra dimension on the end, and it's working really, really well. And it sold quite a lot of units of that from demonstrating it in the shop. So, yeah,
Yeah.
and so everyone at the end is like, yeah, but like, so they'll buy it, and then I'll quickly show them how the core principle is working once they've bought it. And it's like, yeah, but how are you getting the peak of the full card? And it's like, oh, I'm just using the P3 marked cards. And they're like,
Yeah.
I'll have a deck of those as well. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love stuff like that when you like maybe use a one-way force deck and someone's like, I understand that, but how do you know the card? And it was like,
Yeah,
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 just
yeah.
use a one-way deck because stuff like that's so underrated, I think.
Oh, 100%. It's like the P3.
Especially for magicians, because magicians' brains are just like ticking overdrive. As he didn't
Mm,
do this, he didn't like,
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
definitely didn't force it. You know,
There's a really good routine in included in the Penguin marked cards. I can't remember who. I can't remember
Rex
who it is.
Rex Lax.
Yeah, so he demonstrates. I think it probably is his routine, but it's the two card one where they start dealing down, and you just clock the first two cards that have gone down, and then you get them to deal then two piles, which ultimately is putting the bottom cards onto the top, and you tell them to think about the ace of spades and the two of clubs while they're dealing, and because they think about that, and you say stop, you could have stopped anywhere, turn the two cards over, and it's the ace of spades and the two of clubs, whatever. But like it's a really strong routine because they've shuffled a card. You tell them like, I'm not going to touch the cards from this moment on. You
Yeah,
shuffle the cards to your heart's content, and start dealing. And then they've started dealing from a shuffled deck, and you haven't touched them. And you say, while you're dealing down, I just want you to think of the three of spades and the eight of hearts or something. And it's just a lovely routine, man. A really good routine. So easy as well.
yeah, I do love mark cards. I've always like one of
Mm.
my favorites is like you pick a card out and give them a card, and they pick one, and you clock the marks, and then
Mm.
whatever card they give you, call out that was the card that you give them. That
Yeah,
sounded
yeah,
really confusing the way I explained it there, but yeah, I love tricks that makes them feel like they're doing the magic as well.
yeah.
It's not like a
100%.
one-upmanship. Like
Mm.
I've always liked that, just my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
personality and stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
not
It's
like
no, it's
I'm
really
gonna do this. I'm gonna find your card. Like you're gonna find it. You're gonna.
Mm. I
So I
think,
do love that.
yeah, if I was like, because I don't like perform professionally anymore, like on a gigging scale. I think if I was ever going to get back into Magic, I think that's why the P3 Mark decks are priced so well. It's like I would literally 100% use them as my everyday deck, like for using
Yeah,
signatures and do tournament restored cards because they're so inexpensive. And like he said, I think it's Rick Lax. It says on the tutorial, it's like, why wouldn't you use them as your everyday cards? Because you've got the security there. Like every time someone selects a card, you're going to be able to glimpse the marking instantly. Why wouldn't you use that? Because the amount of times you put the card in, and sometimes you've accidentally lost a break, or you've
yeah,
done a pass and two cards have slipped around, you think, oh, I've lost it. You can go straight into like a simple mind reading thing to get yourself out of that tricky situation because you already know the card. Why wouldn't you do that? You know, giving
exactly.
yourself
And the amount
security.
of times you probably, get lucky with things and you can say they shuffle the cards and you can glance down and maybe there is an ace on top.
Yeah.
Like just the little moments like that. We were actually talking about that the other day, just with, you know, make your own luck for Magic as
Yeah.
well. Because if
100%.
if you make that luck, like something will, you know, come up and I'll just seem this magical moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because I always do a thing. I say like, say you have like a reveal of like, say it's on your Sharpie or like so your socks plug. Instead of getting someone to pick a card, I would always say to them, name a card and go through and grab it. Because in the off chance that they name something that
Mm.
maybe you have on your Sharpie, your socks, or you have
Yeah.
a like
Yeah.
a spare card, like those are the hits that no one will be able to explain.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, really, really good. Like Shah King, a dude out in the States, he's a street magician. Um, he was using your Sharpies. He sent another vid. I don't know if did you get another video sent through of him using a psychological force?
I'm not sure. Actually, I must check. He probably did.
He
He's
he
very
he is very,
he's out
very
there performing a lot, but it seems like
yeah. He's
he's
he's a really
yeah,
good magician, man. Like the stuff he's doing isn't like groundbreaking, knuckle busting sleight of hand, but it is like super super commercial stuff he's using, and he's using your sharpies, and like he is exactly that. He creates his own luck. Like he just like psychologically forces the shit out of people, and like nails it as well. And it's like because he is just creating his luck. He's handing someone a sharpie, they're signing the card, and he's just saying quickly, especially to a woman, quickly, the first card that pops in your head, name it. And it's like he's just creating his own luck because he knows 2 times out of 20 they're going to name the Sharpie force reveal.
yeah, the Queen
And
of
if they
Hearts or
don't,
whatnot. Yeah,
and if they don't know what was going to happen anyway. So you just move on to the card trick you were going to do. But it's all about adding those little things where you can just quickly blag it, and you're going to get hits now and again.
yeah.
And that's where the real magic is, man.
Yeah,
Because
'cause I actually watched, I think it was Pete Turner done a live, like, YouTube. Did you watch his?
with fucking
With Lloyd?
with yes I did, yes I did, yes. Sorry, how did I
Yep.
forget that name? We've been talking about it for like an hour.
Yeah, it was like yeah, it was just
That was
something else,
nuts.
like
There was a weird moment in that because when I was watching that and like, yeah, okay, he's creating his own luck, but like some of those moments, you could see the kid come out of Lloyd. It was just pure like fucking amazement. He was
yeah.
like, I don't
Because he
understand.
kept like, Pete just kept talking and stuff like, "Right, that was that bit," and he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, wait, like, what is that? Like, take a beat
Yeah,
here." Like
but like every video I've ever seen of Pete Turner, like Blackpool videos and stuff, like
yeah,
I think there was an interview. I think Craig Petty done an interview with him a while ago, and he openly said like he is very very good, and he's done it for such a long time. He's extremely good at foreseeing what people are going to do before they do it, and it's
yeah.
like, damn man, like you are because every Blackpool video I've seen, he's doing some impossible shit on there, and it's like dude, like this is like close to real fucking magic, you know,
Yeah.
like real mentalism that you're doing. So unbelievable. He's such a good performer.
Yeah, because I think he made a point. It was like when he was with someone was going into a shop and they were buying like I don't know, a pack of cards and there must be collectibles. And he's like, I've
Mm,
been trying to, find this one. He's like, go in that shop, here's the money, buy one, it'll be in it. And right enough, like,
yeah,
just luck. And someone will remember that for the rest of their life, like
yeah,
for doing that.
for
So
sure.
and if it didn't hit, you'd be like, ah, oh well. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
So
908 JJI. Penguin was selling the marked cards for about £50 a brick. Yeah, Like, yeah, £50 a brick. Why wouldn't you be using them? I just buy a brick and use them as your everyday cards purely for that security. Even if you're not going to do marked card magic, you've just got that security of glimpsing the mark as soon as they select a card, and you can, if your trick was to go wrong, like I say, if you lose your break or something like that, or you drop the cards and it really now is mixed up within the deck, you can just go into a quick thing, which is going to make them think, yeah, the trick still worked. Yeah.
And they're designed so close to, the regular rider backs that you can use all your normal gimmicks. No one will pick up at all.
A good example of that, of people not picking up on things. So I still do it all the time. Is Twilight Angels. Obviously they're not on rider back. They're not printed on rider back. They printed on maidens or
the maiden
or mandolins. I think they're printed on mandolins. I think. Or maiden, irrelevant, but they're not rider back.
Those three you could not tell the difference between.
Yeah, and it's like I've always just used Twilight Angels with. There you go. So yeah, but like that being in a regular deck of bikes, no one notices. Like no one notices because there was a big thing. I can remember a couple of years ago when that kind of got re-released to the masses, and everyone was like, "Oh, why can't you just do it on rider backs?" It's like, well, you don't need to. Like, no one's going to notice the difference, and no one has. I've performed it for years, and no one's ever picked me up on, that's a different design. No, it's not going to happen.
It's a magician thing. It's the same when I was doing my Sharpies. It was like, it must be a Sharpie pen. But that's just for me because I knew magicians would be like, if I got them printed and they weren't saying Sharpie on them, it'd be like, I'm not using them. Like,
yeah, sure, yeah, it's magician thinking all over.
Whereas the lay people probably don't even know what a Sharpie is. They just know it as a permanent marker. So
yeah.
And they probably think it's strange that we have carrying around permanent marker in the first place anyway.
Who does that? Who does that other than magicians? Carries Sharpie markers around with them.
I did get. Oh, it's sitting out here because I did bring one. This little pen. I thought this was absolutely. This is an idea I had for like years, and then I looked up to see if anyone was doing them, and someone has been.
Right.
But it's a pen with a little card, but it's actually a long card.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Especially if you worked in an office,
That is wicked.
Just a little cheap, inexpensive like pen.
Oh man, yeah, that's really, really good. Are you going to bring? Is this something you're bringing in?
Yeah, I'm going to bring them in.
Very cool, man. Very, very cool. Yeah, love that.
I thought they were so like unusual.
Now that is decent. That is really
especially
good.
If you did work in an office or something,
Yeah. That's very, very cool. Very cool. I love the long card as well. The long card is such an underrated thing. The long card. That's like I know Murphy's re-released it through their apprentice range, didn't they? The long card.
Yeah.
It's like it's such an underused utility prop. Like
especially I love Magic as well. Like because I'm not a funny person, I wouldn't say, but like Magic could add that wee bit of comedy without you having to be like hilarious as a performer.
100%. Yeah. And it is really, really good. Plus, like, did you select a card? Was it the 3 of hearts? No, it was a 7 of hearts. And then you just keep pulling, and until it's the 7 of hearts. It's really good. Really good. Yeah, I love it. It's such an underused utility prop. But yeah,
I could just see someone in a clown costume just doing that as their
Yeah, no, you jogged my memory there. I need to bring in some long cards now. Yeah, I need to bring some in.
I didn't actually bring Murphy's ones in. So
I didn't. I had a request to get some. I think it was Scott actually from Everything Magic Pro. He sent me a message asking if I can get them in, and I got them in for him. And I sent him some, but yeah, I need to bring them in because I do think they'd be good sellers actually. Yeah.
You brought as well. Just thinking there, the air vanishing. What do you think of it? No. Yes.
Ooh. So I picked up. So I bought one for myself. Fuck, I don't want to be too. No. Put me on a spot, Alan.
I didn't know you had such an opinion on this. So
So I like it. The concept is great. The gimmick is extremely well made. And it is fucking cool because it's on your it's on my other keys. I have two sets of keys. I have my actual work keys and I have my performing keys, which have gimmicks on. They're on my performing keys, but it's like it is cool because you take the case off, you put the AirTag in someone's hand, you re-put the case back on, you get them to squeeze it, and when they open their hand, the AirTag is now vanished from the case. That's
yeah.
cool. That's worth them. It's worth them. It's worth the money for the gimmick and how well it's been made. I don't know whether it's with everyone, but I've performed it to a couple of people, and I haven't been able to do the reveal of the AirTag traveling across to their
Oh,
selected
the
country.
app is like
Yeah,
crashed out on you.
it's not crashed out on me. The thought of country hasn't been there.
Oh, okay.
Um, I need to go. I need to go through it, and because it's, I don't know why, but not. There's only. It seems on mine. There's only a very very select amount of countries that you can choose. So it
Okay.
isn't. So and it went wrong twice. Like I performed it. One, luckily, I performed it to the other guy who works here, so it wasn't too embarrassing. I was like, I should show you this. There's something we've just got in. And he's like, yeah, cool. And I can't remember what country he thought of, but he thought of it, and I went to key it in, and it wasn't there to load. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. And then it happened to a customer. A customer thought of a country or a city, and I went to key that in, and it wasn't there to use either. And I was like, oh,
I really like Sven's app. Actually, he has like, I don't know if people know, but it came out the same time. Well, not came out the same time, but he'd been working on the same idea and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know that came out? So I would recommend. I love the actual gimmick part of the
Mm.
Air Vanish, but I love Sven's app because it's just it's just a lot more to it. And
With Sven's app, one thing I love. Now I haven't got Sven's version. I did speak to Sven actually a couple of weeks ago about potentially stocking some of the bits. And once again, you're good at this, Alan. You jog my memory into things which I need to focus on. But it's like one thing I like about it is that it's got like a glitch effect, doesn't it?
yeah, and you can
That's
actually turn. You can. There's so many settings you can like turn it on, turn it off, turn your own sound
yeah.
effects on. Like he's
I
really
really
went deep
love,
in on it.
love that. I love the glitch effect to it. Looks really really good. So like I said, Air Vanish isn't a bad trick in itself. Like it's a great effect, and like I said, the gimmick is unbelievably well made, and you're not gonna be disappointed. But it was just the amount of times I've performed it, and I've performed it a lot of times in here now, and it's like only like twice. But in my head, if I was a gigging magician, two mishaps is too many.
Yeah.
So it would make me a little bit nervous. And I don't know, it could be like I might have to go back on my words the next podcast and I'll correct myself on the next podcast if this is just me. I might not have set the app up correctly. I might not be doing something correctly, maybe.
You can skip through extra countries and stuff. I know that.
You can skip through extra countries, but like yeah, I just they weren't there. The two
Yeah.
countries that were named were not available to use. So I was
And
like,
the last thing you want, that's why I quite like Sven's. The last thing you want to do is be on your phone for that trick too long, because
and
then
that's
it
what
becomes
I was.
suspicious.
That's what I was doing. Like the first time, it was a one hitter. The first time I typed it in, and there was only two results to scan through.
Yeah.
What that he had said was not there, and I was like, that's annoying. So I just kind of just had to end it as like, and open your hand up, and the AirTag's now vanished.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. um, and then yeah, the second time there was like 4 or 5 scan throughs, and yeah, scan through, and it still weren't there. So I don't know whether because it's on Air. What's the Apple thing for beta test?
Test flight.
Yeah, because it's on test flight at the moment. I don't know if it's still being worked on and it will be improved.
Yeah, because it was quite hard. Like it was quite. I watched his tutorial and I was like, he keeps talking about this app, and it's like, I haven't got this app. It's
I
not
missed.
until the very end.
I had to send you a message, Alan, because I was like, where? I don't know where to find the app.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's annoying because like I'm not slating the product because I do like the product and I think it would be a great effect if it works every single time 100% of the time. It'd be a brilliant effect, but it almost feels like it's been rushed to market.
Yeah.
You know,
Because if something's still in test flight, like it's not ready to go out.
if I was creating a trick which was based around an app, before I launched that trick, I would make sure the app is 100% ready to roll. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do that.
I do find like at the minute I do find Illusionist quite an odd company. I don't know. I can't put my finger on what they're doing or
They're either going to make a huge comeback. It's going to go two ways. They're either going to make a huge comeback and burst back onto the scene with a load of releases, which are going to take the industry by storm, and everyone's going to be like, "Fuck yeah, Illusionists are back with a bang."
yeah.
And that's what I thought was happening with Air Vanish. You know, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this looks a really really good release." So they're either going to come back with a bang and release banger after banger, or they are just going to fade into the abyss of Magic dealers, and they're just gonna, yeah, I don't know. It'd be sad because I was a big fan of Illusionist back in the day, and I remember I can sticks in my head the branding on the box. 7 days
Yeah.
without Magic makes 1 week, as in Strength Week, and I was like, fuck, that's cool. I can remember that from being a teenager, you know, and it was like, yeah, I was very passionate about the branding with Illusionist, but yeah,
Yeah, because
it's a shame.
their marketing's really weird because for AirTag it was like Coin Magic's dead, da da da. And then I think it was last week I got an email about these amazing coins that Illusionists still have in stock. And I was like, last week you were telling me no one does Coin Magic, coins are dead. And now
Mm,
this week you're trying to flog me coins.
yeah,
Like, you know, and I think someone else I remember watching the podcast said like they're putting out like we have 5 units of this left. And I was like that's something I do as like,
yeah,
a tiny shop.
100%. And yeah,
You know?
yeah, that I was literally going to lead into that the ditto thing. It was yeah, it's bizarre, bizarre behavior from such a big established company.
Yeah.
I
I don't
don't
know.
get it, but who
And
knows
they're
what's
not very like they're not transparent in what's going on. So
no,
and
no,
but they never have been that way. So
no. But yeah, it's a shame how it's going. But fingers crossed they'll remain in the industry because, like I say, I do love everything about Illusionist, and I
yeah.
loved
And
everything
their
about.
some of their back catalog they could just start releasing their back catalog back out again. And there's some
I tell
amazing
you,
effects in there.
I'll give you an example of a company making, which seems to be making a really, really good comeback. And I'm praying it lasts and carries on for many, many years. Sans Mines. So Sans Mines released a couple of bangers. And I reached out to Sans Mines because I really wanted to stock one of them. And
Yeah.
I just don't think without knowing, like I did get an email back and he was like, yes, it is possible, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fulfill the minimum order quantity. Um, but it's their chapstick thing with the coin on top.
Yes.
The
It's sort of
take
like
on,
the Magnet Pro.
yeah, the take on Henry Harris's Magnet Pro thing.
Yeah.
Um, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Really,
I think chapstick's a quite clever idea.
very clever idea. Very,
Because
very clever.
a sharpie makes sense to magicians, yes.
Yeah,
A chapstick makes sense to most people.
yeah. That's a really, really cool release. So I'm excited to see how they're going to go because they seem to be coming back into the industry now, um,
Yeah.
after a few years absence. So yeah, that would be cool. Because I
They
was a
were
big
very
fan.
hit and miss back in the day.
Yeah, they were hit and miss. I think we touched on it a couple of podcasts ago with DIY, and a lot of their stuff was like, yeah, you get a DVD and some cards, and then you watch the DVD, and it's like you have to spend like fucking 14 hours making a gimmick.
I think that was just the industry back then, whereas now the industry's moved on so much. Whereas if you produce something like that, it will be
Mm.
slated. You know,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like we said every week, the packaging of Magic now is better. The tutorials are better. Like the actual
Mm.
final products are so much better.
Yeah.
I remember getting like sometimes the gimmick was a card with like a bent staple on it, and you're like,
Mm.
I just spent a tenner on this. Like, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's yeah, but yeah, it's exciting. Like companies are coming back again, and companies are going down again. It's going to fluctuate, isn't it? But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens.
as long as I'm still kicking around doing my pieces, but
Yeah, yeah.
minimum order quantity for me, that's been a stickling point as well with working with some people. Like I've reached out to some people and sometimes they're like, yeah, the minimum order quantity is like, 40, 50 units. And I'm like, I just can't, like, I can't sit in that stock for that
Mm.
long. Do you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I reached out to a company. I won't name the company, but it was like I was only interested in like two things from them. which were new releases, and because I knew they weren't going to be going through Murphy's, and I reached out to them, and they were like, "Yeah, it's a minimum spend of $1,000." I was like, damn, man, like I only need, like I've only got my eye on two things though.
Yeah, and that's like a full Murphy's order, do you? Like the
Oh,
print on,
100%.
like
I can restock the shop with
yeah.
$1,000, you know. Um, so yeah, yeah. So it is kind of annoying because I really did want these two products because not a lot of people have got them. But yeah,
I
when you
understand why people do it, maybe, but hopefully, as you know, our name gets out there and stuff starts to build, people will trust it. You know, I'm not buying 6 units because I want 6 units cheap. Do you know?
yeah, mm,
I'm buying
yeah,
them as well to try and help a creator out to try and get their
yeah,
name about and stuff. It's one of the
100%.
ones I actually brought in, which was amazing, was the Alpha Wallet. I
Uh-huh.
reached out to Patrick Kuhn and like he was
Mm.
so nice
Oh,
about
that's
like
cool.
for like the minimal order of like wallets that
Uh-huh.
you know. So things like
Yeah,
that. Like and Cyrus is really nice to deal with as well. Like he was
yeah,
like, I think at the start I was like, can I have like 4 of these and 3 of these? And he's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
yeah. Yeah,
makes such a difference to me.
that was exactly how I approached Cyrus as well. On the first Cyrus order when we first opened, because we've stocked his stuff from day one, and it's like, yeah, I think I was exactly the same. I was like, can I just get like 4 of these and 4 of those, please? And he was like, yeah, like I don't care. I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, yeah, nice guy, really, really good guy.
Yeah, it
Uh,
makes such a like it does make a difference because that's what makes our shops a wee bit more unique as well. Because we're not just linked up to Murphy's and everything getting, you know,
no.
chucked in like we are thinking and curating stuff as it goes on.
I actually spoke to, who did I speak to about? I spoke to a customer in the shop about this. And he was like, because he was saying it's not a regular customer. He was saying like, why don't you like going forward online? Why don't you just do the Murphy's drop shipping and stuff? And I was like, well, like I could do, but I don't want to. And he was like, but why? He was like, you'd get so much reach. Like I think he's in tech and he know he's had online stores before and stuff. And he was like, but you'd get so much traffic to your website if you listed everything. And it's like, oh, like I know that,
Yeah,
but
because
I
they'd
don't want
technically never be out of stock of stuff until everyone's out of stock of it.
would never
But
be out of stock, and like I wouldn't have to sit there worrying about getting the new releases in because they'll just be uploaded to the website automatically.
yeah,
But it's like I don't want it to, it feels less personal. For me, it feels less personal, less. I don't know what I'm trying to get at. It feels less personal for me and the customer because their order is just being directed straight to Murphy's. Murphy's are sending it out on my behalf, and they're going to receive it without me doing any work.
yeah,
I don't get that. Like I set this up because I want it to be passionate. I want it to be hands on, and I am, and
yeah.
I'm dispatching orders and stuff.
And I
That's
don't want someone going onto my site and buying something that I have no interest, don't know how it works, don't know what it
yeah,
is, never seen it, and then someone coming back to me and being like, "What is this? How do I work it?" How like anyone that contacts me, I can tell them exactly what the product is, how it works, you know,
yeah, one
all
hundred
the
percent.
information about it.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And it's like I don't want delays as well. So it's like I've seen it on I've seen it on magic shops before. It says like your item will dispatch from our warehouse. It's like fuck, man. Like okay, like there's nothing wrong in that, but it's like I don't want my customer to do that. I want my customer to order from me and know that that order is being dispatched that the
Yeah,
day they order it, as long as it's before 3 p.m.
yeah.
Um, but yeah,
It's why, like, if you don't have it in stock, I don't have it in stock, I go to Monster. He's my
yeah,
next
100%.
port of call, like,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I know he's got it in his hand and,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
he's checked it and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
because
Yeah.
I get stuff from wholesalers and sometimes it's damaged, not like we were
Mm.
just on before this and I was
Yeah.
showing you some of the damaged items and I was like, that would have went to my customers and it's not something I want to, like,
Yeah.
I want to see
100%.
how it's packed, how it's getting there. And
Hmm. Yeah. And it's like it's branding as well. I want my branding to be included in the packages as well. And if it's being drop shipped from Murphy's, it's gonna have nothing. It's just gonna turn up in a brown mailer and it's gonna have nothing there which is representing my company. And it's not personal. It's not a personal level then. I want
yeah,
everything to be personal. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. But yeah, we were having this conversation a couple of days ago with a customer, and I was just like, nah, it's not the way I want the company
yeah,
to be. And he just couldn't get it into his head. He was like, but you would get so much traffic to your website by stocking everything, and you would probably have like 10 times the amount of orders a week. And I was like, I load. I don't care.
Do you also have 10 times the amount of admin as well? Like,
Exactly that.
because we were talking about this today, like I've had people buy playing cards for me, open them,
Mm.
look through them, be like, these are not for me. I want to send them back. And I'm just like, oh, like,
Yeah.
if I'm not personally checking stuff of the quality of stuff, like it's going to happen.
Yeah,
So
100%. 100%. Yeah. It's a hard one. It's a hard one, returns in Magic.
yeah,
Um, yeah, if someone orders something and it's broken and genuinely been busted up, or yeah, obviously no, you're gonna get a return or a refund, 100%. I'm gonna send you a new unit out. If you're returning something just because you have opened it up and you've watched a tutorial and you think, yeah, this probably isn't for me, I'm gonna try and get a full refund.
yeah.
Like, because
It's
I don't
not
know,
good.
because I don't know if
It
you've
is
gone
a
on.
bad bit of running a magic shop. Like it's such a grey area. Like
It really is. It really is. Because from my personal experience, the core principle of buying a magic trick is you're buying into the method.
yeah,
If you've bought into that trick and you've sat down and you've watched the method and you go through and thought, yeah, that kind of this isn't for me. It's a shame. I'm going to send it back.
yeah.
You,
The likes of
you,
like for you for 6 Pro, like say you're like, not my cup of tea. I'm just going to return it here.
yeah,
You know,
no chance because like you,
and how
you, you.
craps that make someone else feel like getting that coming back to like it's not.
Mhm. Yeah, sure. So yeah, I don't agree with returns and stuff. It's like obviously if it turns up and like which has happened in the past from no fault of no anyone's fault, it's come up and they've taken the cellophane off and they've opened it up and something's broken. Yeah, of course, I'll send you a
Yeah,
new one out, which I've done many a time. But yeah, just because you don't like the effect, yes, yeah, like I wouldn't go into Tesco's and buy a
I
loaf of
can
bread
see
and
it.
take one bite and say, "Oh, I don't like this sourdough bread. I'm going to return it." Doesn't happen.
And that's where the likes of coming back to reviewers and stuff, they have such a big part to play. It helps us massively, you
Sure.
know, because
Yeah.
people are informed, and I try to inform people as best I can, and
Mm.
especially if the message as well. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going to go on make my own videos and be like, "Here's how this works," but I can sort of speak to you on a level term if
Sure.
people are interested in stuff or like need more info. Because
Hmm.
something about magic I really hate. I think there was a new product out, and I was reading the description that just listed like everything that it doesn't do or use. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, just say the one thing it does. Do you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like no magnets, no string, no sticky stuff. I'm like, just say like, what it is. Is
Yeah,
it two
literally.
flaps? Like, oh,
Yeah, defo. But the industry's a weird one. The industry's a weird one.
but I think
But
it's getting way better. Like anyone getting into magic now it's 10 times better than what it was when I was buying magic. You know?
oh, I wouldn't know where to. But like you say, it's better. Yeah, it's definitely better with like the learning process of magic and stuff. It's definitely better for anyone getting into magic. But like, I did think this actually like a couple of months ago. I remember sitting there thinking like, if I was to get into magic now from a complete novice or beginner, know nothing about magic, and I went onto a magic shop, I'm gonna be so overwhelmed like with the amount of stuff that's out there now, like I'm gonna be looking at it like, oh, the void, what does that do? Or like air vanish, what does that do? And I'm just gonna be like so overwhelmed with stuff. It would be crazy for like, would I like to be a novice again and not know anything about magic? Probably, because I can imagine it just being so cool going on magic shops and all the gimmicks out now and all these crazy like
Yeah.
tech-based magic tricks and
Like
stuff.
I always keep this at hand because I just love it. But like this is how I used to order magic. Like
Yeah,
so it was
yeah,
like you had to read that and you were
yeah.
like, oh, that sounds amazing. Like and then you got it and you were like, oh. And there was no reviews. Like I couldn't go on somewhere and
Oh,
find a
there's
review. Like
no reviews.
I had to write a check and put it in like a wee post it off and hope I get something back one day.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's crazy how the industry's gone. Really crazy how the industry's gone. It's really exciting for new people getting into magic because they do have access to everything. And it's like I sold a trick to someone who knew nothing about magic yesterday, a guy called Daryl. So obviously, like like we're part one shop, part magic
Yeah.
shop. And it's like he comes in for the regular custom, but I had a magician come in at the same time. And so the magician was like, "Oh, can I see this?" And I was like, yeah, sure. And Daryl, the regular customer, kind of gravitated over to the counter because it was like, oh, this is interesting. I want to see what's going on. And I'd done, I think we spoke about it on the last podcast, tattoo tales, the kind of the naughty tattoo trick. It's really funny. And like I'd done it, and he was like, I need to buy that. And I was like, what? And he was like, I need that for the pub. And I was like,
Yeah.
yes, 20 quid. And he was like, done. I'm buying that for the pub. And I was like, you sure? And he was like, yeah. So like, yeah, like he was, and I like I don't know if he's got it watched the tutorial because I just kind of showed him the basics. It's a
Yeah.
super easy trick to do anyway. And it was like, is that? But it was like kind of resonating with me of when I first got into Magic because I could see almost the disappointment in his face because like I showed him what was going on. I was like, because you bought it, I'll show you how it works. You can do it in the pub tonight if you want to. And I showed him, and he was just like, "Is that it?" And I was like, "Yeah."
He had, he's a magician now with that disappointment already. Day
He's got
one.
his one. He's got his one pub trick. Fucking good pub trick, but he's got his one pub trick. Yeah. So yeah, but it was really cool showing him, and he was just like, "Oh, is that it?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "How did I not know that?" And I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the world of magic, man."
Be interesting. Keep us updated to see if he comes back and gets
I
more.
will.
So
Well,
like,
he comes in. He comes in religiously every 3 days. He comes in and
okay.
picks up his stock from the other side of the business. So maybe, yeah, there might be a new magician on the horizon here. That'll be
That
interesting.
that was like a big thing because when I set up, one of the questions Murphy asks actually is, you know, where you getting your customers from? And
Mm,
one of my answers was like that I want to create my own,
yes.
customers, and like I don't want to be like stealing them from other magic. Not that you're stealing them from other magic shops, but like
Mm,
I want to create my own like group of magicians
of
and stuff.
course.
So like I do resonate highly with that still. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it's so easy. Like so many people are into magic, but they just don't know where to go or where to turn
Mm,
or
yeah. I
you
sold
know.
a couple. That's happened actually. It's happened a couple of times in here. I remember this girl come in called Paige. Once again, she's a regular customer for the other side of the business, and I done Jim Pace's The Web, and with the spider, with the spider on the back of the hand, and it freaked her the fuck out. And it was like because she'd never seen magic before. I was like, I'd done that because it was just funny, and there was like a lot of people in here at the time, and I was like, it's just gonna be funny to do it.
Yeah.
Like she bought that straight after about going it. She was like, I need to do that because I need to do that on my mum and my best friend at a barbecue. And I was like, okay, cool. It's like 14. She was like, I'll have it, and I was like, there you go. Welcome to the world of magic.
Yeah.
It's like it is cool, because who
Lots of
knows?
great tricks to fart. Like most people get into it from like an old,
Mm,
mine was like a Paul Daniels set or like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Stephen Mulhern one.
Uh-huh.
And like what cool stuff like you're giving them pro level tricks to like that's their first trick. Like if they do get into magic, they'll remember that and be like,
Yeah,
what a
yeah.
bangers to be starting out with. Like,
There was another fuck man, that's happened to loads. There was another guy called Chris who works offshore. He works on an oil rig. And his dad is a spiritual he's a tarot reader. And he was in here. He's a once again regular customer. Comes in like he comes in every 2 weeks because he goes offshore for 2 weeks, then he's back for 2 weeks. But he comes in and buys his stock here. And I showed him. We got onto the subject of his father doing tarot readings, and I had Matthew Wright's Deepest Desire,
oh yeah.
and it was set up. And I was like, oh, show you this one. This is like you'll probably enjoy this because it's like very similar. I know you know a lot about tarot cards. I done Deepest Desire, and he was like, dude, how much is that? I was, I was like, oh, it's like, yeah, it's this much. And he was like, I need it because my dad will find that absolutely hilarious. And I was like, well, you can go for it if you want, man. And I'll show you how it works and I'll teach you it and stuff. And then you can watch a download. He didn't buy it because I kind of just put him off a little bit. I was like, oh, I don't want to be like selling complete lay people like this level of tricks. But then
Yeah.
business is business. Business is business at the end of the day. And it's
I am
like,
jealous of you that way that you get to like do that for customers and stuff. Like it's so nice to have a brick and mortar store
it
like for
is,
that.
yeah,
Like
it's really, really cool. It is really cool. Yeah, I
because I'm
like,
sure if you did go online only, you would really miss that. Like,
I would miss it. There's pros and cons. There is pros and cons to it, but it's like I said, for anyone who's now just joined, it's like like I said, I had the customer, and he opening line was, "I'm into cards, fool me, and that's going to determine how much I spend." And I was like, "Okay, man." And so it has its pros and cons to it because I was like, okay, this I feel like this dude is just here to test my ability rather than buy things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, nah, okay. But then also I get like wonderful customers. I'm not saying he wasn't a wonderful customer. It was just his opening speech was a bit weird. I was like, whoa. I'm
A
Luke.
weird magician, I wouldn't have thought it, like, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. So and then I have wonderful customers coming in who are magicians. Like, yeah, helped a guy out with part of his cruise ship act like a couple of weeks ago. He was developing a cruise ship act and he came in to ask for advice and then ended up like pushing him in one direction. He was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." And he was like, "I would have never have had that if this shop hadn't existed because it's like I'm local."
Yeah.
Come in and it was like something. It was actually something to do with Neo Magic Scribble Snap, the rainbow deck, and he wanted something to play on camera. I won't go into it because it's his thing now, and yeah, so it's his story and patter. But yeah, we kind of sat down for an hour and we just kind of brainstormed something for his cruise ship show, and it was like, "Fuck yes, I've got it, nailed it." And he was like, "That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't come to your store, which is like a 15-minute drive away." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, there we go." So
Talking about not drop shipping and sending stuff out, Neo Magic, like, how much effort they put in if you buy something from them. Like, I was blown away. Like, you get, like,
yeah,
a full
yeah,
wee booklet, like,
yeah.
loads of, like, little wee extra things, and
Yeah,
yeah.
leaflets with all his products on and stuff.
Yeah,
You
it
can
was so
see.
nice. I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still got them there. I'm just like, I will aim for that level at some stage to get that.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think one thing I am gonna, so I am gonna delve. This isn't like magic based, and it's not exciting to customers at all, but it's exciting to me because it's one thing I wanted to do when I first opened. But I wanted, I did want custom. I wanted custom mailers, so like with the logo like printed on the
Yeah.
back and stuff. And I think that's always nice. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get those done soon. I had a quote from China, which I was like, okay, it's not too bad. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm going to do that, and yeah, I kind of want to work on some promotional material as well. Like I do want to get a little catalog made up, like a little kind of 4-page booklet, just with our own products on, like rough
Yeah.
stuff, incredible revelation tattoos and stuff like that. The double
Not
blank
like a
deck.
full Davenport one then.
No, because I don't have that many independent products, man. It's like it would just be like a little 4-pager, and I think it's something nice to just chuck in, that people can sit there and read and go, "Oh, double blank deck series, what's that?" And
Yeah.
just have like a nice description on what you can do with them, and yeah, so I'm
Anything to
gonna
get people away from screens and stuff, I think, is really
100%.
good. I think that's why Magic is becoming quite popular as well.
Yeah.
People want stuff away from screens, and
Mm.
practicing Magic is one of those nice things. That's why talking about the tutorials again, like if you can include wee instructions that are not a video, I think it's such a big plus.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So I'm not like I spend most of my day staring at the screen. Then when I want to learn a magic trick, I'm staring at another screen. It's like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, I've had a pretty full on one with screen time the last week or so. So yeah, I'm coming up to my week off. Like said it so many times on the podcast. I have like a week on doing like loads of magic stuff. Everything's to do with magic, and then I have a week off of not focusing on magic at all. So I'm coming up to my week off of it now, which is yeah,
which do you look forward to more, the week off or the week
no.
on?
So for selfish, this sounds horrible, and my partner is never going to watch this. She wouldn't watch me doing this podcast. She'd find it so boring. So I can get away
Or
with saying,
cringe, yeah. So like,
yeah, yeah,
you don't
yeah,
act like that. Like,
yeah. She'd be sitting there going like, why are you talking like that? You don't talk
yeah.
like that in real life.
Why do
I'm
you
like,
keep saying yeah? Yeah.
but yeah. So it's like I love. I do look forward to the Magic Week, man. I can't lie. I do really look forward to it. As I love spending like I love watching Netflix and stuff, and I love doing barbecues and stuff like that, and it's like getting outside with the kids, especially because we've had the hot weather. I love all that, but it's like, yeah, there's something about, I don't know why it is. There's something about just sitting there in front of my laptop and thinking, okay, what am I going to absorb now? Whose YouTube channel am I going to sink into, or like forget all the worries of the outside world, or like what new effects do I want to learn from the shop and stuff? And it's like, yeah, I do love it.
Yeah.
But from a mental health point of view, I think it's very important to have a balance in life.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of dead set on doing like a week solid working on magic and working on new ideas and learning bits and bobs, and then having a week off to rest the brain and not get too overwhelmed with it all.
Yeah. And we
Um,
both are quite good at that. That's why this podcast is so erratic.
yeah,
Like, we don't set this in stone. Like, if I have something on, I'm just like, oh, sorry, like, that comes first or whatnot.
mm,
And you're the same with, like, with your kids and stuff, which is
hmm,
amazing. So,
Yeah. I found a shark tooth. Like, this is not magic at all, but like you just reminded me. We went to Cromer, the local beach. And so always been telling my stepson Jackson, because he's obsessed with sharks. Like, he's got this like weird obsession with sharks. He loves sharks, loves researching about vicious, dangerous sharks, but he's equally terrified of sharks, so he won't go in the sea. And it's like, we went to the beach. It was like 31 degrees over here last weekend. So it's like, we went to the beach, and I'd been saying to him in the car, like, come on, man, you could come in the sea with me and go for a swim. He was like, nah. I was like, why? He's like, sharks. And I was like, dude, you're not going to get a shark in Cromer, right? It's not going to happen. Like, you're fine. It's not going to happen. And he was like, you don't know that, Dad. And I was like, I do
True.
know.
Yeah.
I was like, I do know that. In my head, I'm thinking, yeah, it's true, kind of true. I don't know that for certain. But I was like, you're not going to get sharks in Cromer. Got him in the sea. I've got it here, I think. I'll get it in a second. Walking out of the sea, there was something on the sand. I went down, picked it up, and I was like, holy shit, it's a shark tooth. I was like, big. And I was like, damn. And it was fresh because the gum.
Oh,
Let me show you. So it was like the knuckle of the gum was still squidgy.
holy cow.
So I was like, so I'd been telling him, you don't get sharks around there. Well, that's come from somewhere, fresh as
Yeah.
well. And I was like, like we say about the feeling of magic being a kid, like you get that sense of wonder.
Yeah. That was it.
That brought the child at me, man. I went running back to my missus across the beach. It's like a Baywatch coming out of the sea. Look at this.
Unless there's some strange man in Norwich with big huge
Yeah.
like, someone just walking around, man, like you can make that into like a wee keyring or necklace for him.
I'm going to make it into a chain for him. But I was like blown away by that, man. Like proper magic. Like, to me, that's magical. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. But yeah, super cool.
You might actually like it. After this, I've got products to list, and one of them is I brought a load of Jaws decks in from Fairy 11, so
Ooh, he'd love
you
that.
might like those.
Oh, you might have an order incoming from me then.
They look stunning. Like one of the cards has like a big bite mark out of it and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
wicked. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, very, very
that's
cool.
another company that I hope gets back into Magic big time because
Fairy
their
11.
releases, like, it was always amazing releases.
So one of their releases, which was noticeable to me, which I used to perform it all the time, once again from David Blaine's special, was hit, and it's such an underrated trick, even to this day, it's so underrated. But I think it's been exposed too many times now. But once again, that could be magician thinking. Is Healed and Sealed Soda Cam?
Yes,
Like they re-released that, didn't they? And I was like,
I can't remember. Is it just called Hild and Sild? Maybe.
Yeah. You get the little bits that you need to make it
Little
look good.
gimmick for the top and the
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that was good. That was a great little project. I was like, and it wasn't overly expensive, and that was
I think
wicked.
lit as well that you bring in. I think I have lit as well. I think that's a Fairy 11 trick, isn't it?
It is a Fairy 11 trick. Yes, it is indeed a Fairy 11 trick, which is probably still to this day one of my favorite tricks.
Yeah.
Like hands down, one of my favorite tricks. I always perform it.
It was last night. I was in our little club had trick of the year competition. So like if you perform a trick every month, one of them gets nominated to go forward for trick of the year and at the end of the year. So it was last night and I done the code one month and got into trick of the year. I didn't win
nice.
trick of the year, by the way. So someone else way better than me won it. But the code, like I just love it. It's just
can you remember what did win trick of the year?
It was a Harry Lorraine like knuckle buster type trick.
Yeah, sure.
It was nice, like it was very good. But
I picked up
deservedly. Whereas I'm so lazy.
So I picked up a new trick based on one of your recommendations, actually. So I bought them in stock, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to actually get one of these. Was Ace by Richard Sanders.
So good, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been learning. Yeah, so I was like, I had it in the past, and it was like one of those things where I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna chuck it to the side because I don't perform anymore and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like I repurchased that for myself, and I kind of got
For a
stuck in.
packet trick, like I think it's like up there, like
Absolutely, yeah.
I think it was called. Well, there was a version that I got first before that was NFW. I think it was called.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's basically the same trick, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I think the style of that
Presentation was
site,
different, wasn't it?
presentation is different because I think with NFW it was almost a bit like a twist in the aces style effect to begin with, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then you was it? Yeah, I think sure it was. And then they all turn
Yeah,
into
it's all
jokers.
about the cards turning over one by one and then
I
drawing
think it
them
starts
individually.
with aces. I think NFW starts with aces, and they all individually turn over, don't they? Like a twist in the aces thing, and then they all turn into jokers at the end. Whereas ace is obviously, yeah, it's the opposite way around. But yeah, ace is a wicked trick. Very, very good trick.
Is that mine? Yeah. Yeah. So if you know Elm, yeah, there's a lot of Elmsley counts to that one. The
Yeah.
NFW. So
Yeah.
it's like you can see that one card's turned over,
Yeah.
and then John say it again. You click, and then there's two cards,
Mm.
and then there's two face up, two face
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
and then turn into the aces.
Yeah. Yeah. With ace, I feel like it's just more of a bit more of a streamlined version of that. It takes away the
Yeah,
Elmsley.
the counts and stuff are a bit strange to it, but really good trick. Really
Yeah,
good.
it's an excellent trick. Yeah, excellent trick.
It
Yeah.
lives in my wallet, so it does. That
Yeah.
and Bewave. That's like my two go-to packet tricks.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
did pick up. I need to re-watch our own podcast, believe it or not, because I
Right.
picked up from Monster Magic, Cheek to Cheek,
Yeah.
for your recommendation.
Yes,
So I
man.
need to watch. I need to watch back the podcast because I just remember you were saying about taking a photo,
Mm.
and I was like, "Oh, that sounds so good." So I picked up one.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't like. Yeah, it's not. It's like not a secret or anything. I mean, it's fucking. I've dropped all the cards everywhere. Fucking
At least you don't need to sort them out if it's cheek to
I don't need
cheek.
to sort them out, no. But yeah, I can't remember who I saw doing this first, but it was like, yeah, if you're gonna, let's say in your routine, you shuffle them face up and face down. So it's like I'm rushing this, so they can see all the cards there, and obviously they have one selection which they've put back in. You can fan it out and tell that person to hold like this. They're going to hold like that. You take a picture from this side. They're seeing all the cards like this, but obviously you're seeing the cards like that. So obviously when you take the photo is basically all the cards the correct way apart from their card. But because they're holding the cards like this, staring at them,
Yeah,
it's like that dual reality thing. It's like it almost looks like
they're always mixed. Yeah,
the photo has changed on their phone as well. And it's like it's just super super cool, man. With the cheek to cheek deck, like it's one of those things which catches everyone off guard.
Do you know what I would do with that? I would do it for a magician and use my own phone, and I would download the weirdest looking phone app
That's a good
camera,
idea. That is a good
and
idea.
people would be like, "What app is that? Like, I need that app."
Yeah. Very
And I'd
good
be like,
idea.
"No, I'll show you it again. Like, let's use your camera this time." And they'll just be like,
Yeah.
"What?" So
Yeah, that is decent. That is very, very good idea. Yeah,
I
very
love them. Like, yeah, I take great pleasure, especially for performing for magicians, just add those little like fake forces or like stuff that
yeah.
you don't need to. That's why I love the code by Andy Nyman, because for it you dribble like the cards like this and they think it's going to be a force. You show them
Sure.
it and you're like, "Do you want me to go some more?" And magicians are like, "What?" Like, you're like, "There you go." Like,
Yeah.
so good.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm just going to reset this cheat to cheat deck up because I've been caught off guard doing this before where I haven't reset tricks and I've gone to demo them and they've just fucked up completely because I haven't been bothered to reset.
And just while we're talking, how nice is Monster Magic give you these like little plastic cases for all their cards and their
No, I noticed
wee
that.
logo?
They're branded as well, aren't they?
Yeah, so nice.
Very, very cool. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I'd like
I
to
don't know
get
if I
some.
can show it on camera, but just like so cool.
Yeah. He's once
I would
again.
love to see Alex bring some products out because I see he's brought like a little packet wallet out and stuff. And
I'd like to see him bring some products out. He must be a dude who sat on some ideas, surely.
yeah, and his head must be like ours, just clicking, you know, with ideas.
Yeah. I had an idea actually a couple of weeks ago, which I'm still working on. But it's like, did you ever see? I haven't managed to nail it yet. Oh, do I mention it in case I do nail it? No, no, ignore that.
One
Move on.
idea I did have, which I just give it away for free as a download on my site, but little Tic Tac dog.
Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Very cool.
Although then someone reached out and was like, "Yeah, I have a little routine already with those, and I've like sold the rights to a magic company for them." And I was like, "Oh no!"
Ah, man.
But then I reached out to the magic company and I was like, "Can I still like offer this to my site for free?" And they're like, "Is there any routines or anything with it?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Yeah, that's fine." So
Oh,
I was
happy
super
days.
nice of them.
I've seen that.
Oh.
You've just reminded me of a trick, which is like I can't remember who brought it out. Really good though. It's the twisting the Sharpie up into a balloon animal dog. Have you seen that?
Yes, and they're like little tiny. That's what sort of
Yeah.
where I got the idea.
Yeah,
And it was,
yeah, yeah. Very cool. That's very, very cool. Yeah, and there's the little balloon animals as well. That there you do it with like a non-inflated balloon, don't you? So
yeah,
like
and you can
throw a
just
tiny bit of
enter
air,
it.
yeah, stretch it, and then when it pings back, it's now like a little balloon animal dog. Very cool.
Yeah, because I wanted to like make some Tic Tac tricks, so I bought that, and then that's where that idea
Mm.
came from. So
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
had
yeah.
like a little hole in the back of a Tic Tac box, and it
Uh-huh.
held the dog in like that, so it means you could just do it anytime and stuff.
Decent.
So
Yeah. Incorporate that with eye candy by Hanson Chin. You got a banger of a routine.
yeah, and then if you do his massive, I brought his massive Tic Tacs in actually.
Oh,
I
yeah,
sent
yeah,
one out yesterday to someone.
yeah.
It's just a big foam Tic Tac, but so fun.
That'd actually be a cool routine. That it's like, yeah, bring out the Tic Tacs, do something grotesque, and snort the Tic Tac and push it out your eye. Creep everyone out. Say, well, we're gonna bring it back to family level now. Check this out. Now make it into a little poodle, and then boom,
Yeah.
tip out the big giant Tic Tac. Nice little cool routine. That.
Although the amount of time I spent researching of who could make me a mint like this, so I
Mm.
could sell them as pre-packed little mints, so you could open it up beforehand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh no, it's not worth it. It's not worth the cost and the
No,
hassle of that."
minimal
So
gain.
yeah, because I want like I'd be scared of someone being like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
"Mm."
yeah,
"Have you
yeah.
done the Hansen Chan Tic Tac in the eye?" I haven't actually bought it
Oh,
or
yeah, oh,
haven't even
like
or know the
hundreds,
method to it.
hundreds of times.
Is it like you have to actually put it in your eye? Ish?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
okay.
man. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
straight
that would
up. Yeah.
that's
So,
not maybe
like,
not for me. I'd be
so I bought. So no, but because I'm exactly the same. It's like with. So I'm meant to wear glasses or contact lenses, and I tried getting on with contact lenses. I could not get on with contact lenses because it was just the fear of having to put something in my eye and get it out again. I bought eye candy ages ago, like way before Twisted Minds, and I loved it. Loved doing it because it really does. It is that shock moment, man. Like I remember seeing Chris Angel do it with a popcorn kernel. Chris Angel kind of was snorting a popcorn kernel and pushing it out of his eye, and I was like, "Wow,
yeah.
that's cool." And then Hanson Chen brought out eye candy. I've been performing it a lot. It's not, yeah. The first time you do it is mad scary because it's like, oh, I don't like this method, man. Like this sounds shady. Like surely this is not good. You do it one time and you'll very quickly realize that it's way easier than you ever think to get something in your eye. It cannot realistically go wrong because it
Okay.
can't go wrong. Yeah,
And it
super
doesn't
easy.
sting because it's minty. Like my fear would just be because it's minty, it's gonna sting.
No, what you get so they're really well made.
Oh, so it's not an actual Tic Tac then that you're
So no,
oh, okay.
this is where like anyone trying to replicate it, do not use real mints because they're going to start to melt,
And
and
stick. Yeah.
you're gonna get a
Okay.
fucking eye infection from that shit, dude. So what? Yeah. Yeah. So it's. I don't think I'm tipping the method because the method is what you think it is. So I'm not
Yeah.
delving in. What you get is you get two very, very, very well made medical grade fake Tic Tacs.
Okay.
And they're extremely well made, and they are manufactured in a way where they are. So if they manufactured them to be the exact shape of a Tic Tac, they would cause pain. But they're manufactured in a certain way where they look like a real Tic Tac, but they're designed in a way where there's no pain whatsoever.
Okay.
It's really, really good effect. Really fucking good effect. And
I
very
maybe need
safe.
I maybe need a few beers before I try that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's the same as like Hook. I love the idea of that, but no, like I just couldn't. I'm like, this will go wrong for me.
It
So
went wrong for me, didn't it? So.
yeah. But
It went very, very wrong for me. But hey,
there's someone just on the live stream said that they had the same idea for the Tic Tac balloon dog as well.
ooh, I also have some other
What
TikTok ideas. Oh yeah, cool.
that is a thing in magic. Like, seems ideas do come to people at the exact same time, and I find it so hard to find out if it's been done before or like, do you know?
So yeah,
Like,
I
what is
know.
your thoughts on like
So I know.
seeking permission and like because obviously like Air Vanish came and like Sven had the same thing and he done I think Sven done the right thing. He made a video and was like, look, here's all the effort I've already been into. Like
Hmm.
I have been working on this. Like
Yeah, there's a website. I put someone over to this. It was I won't say the name, but someone's working on something now who's had some releases out, and he sent me the file for me to look at, and I was like, "Fuck, that's a really really good effect." And he was like, "Do you know if anything like that has been around before?" And I was like, "I don't think so." And I had to kind of put. Told it. I said, look on the Conjuring archives, and he was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's right.
what?" Yeah, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's basically like a database." And if it's on there, you'll find it. And he was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And yeah, I don't think it's on there because I did have a look as well. It's really, really good effect, by the way. That's going to be coming out really soon. It's probably going to launch at Blackpool, but it's a stunning effect. But yeah, it's the Conjuring Archives is good, but once again, it's like I feel like if I was bringing something out, I just can't allow myself to think that I can't be the only person that's thought of this. You know what I mean? Like it's like if I was bringing something out and I
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, I love this, but I wouldn't be allow myself to think, but I can't be the only one that's thought this. This must have existed before, and I would get
I think
myself in
that's
those.
the best way to think as well.
It is,
Because
it is, yeah,
if you do it the opposite way, you're like, oh, this is mine. Like you know, no one else is going to come up with this. Chances are,
mm,
like someone has.
yeah, yeah. It's a hard one though because I don't see myself as a creator. 'Cause I'm not a creator, man. Like the tricks that we've got out through Twisted Minds are usually utility items or accessories and stuff.
Yeah,
Um, so it's like, yeah, I'm not a creator. I do want to get into creating because I've got plenty of ideas. Well, I mean, we've spoken about this so many
yeah.
times. I've got books and books and books of ideas, but it's like, unfortunately, the ideas that I've come up with need like engineering, manufacturing, and so I don't know where to go with that at the moment. So yeah, but
But
yeah,
yeah, the same as this like little tic tac dog. Like I looked and looked to see if I like Googled tic tac dog magic, like Googled everywhere and just seen nothing. And then
mm,
the guy reached out and was like, "Oh yeah, I've been doing that in my lectures for like ages and stuff." And like I sold the rights to this company. I was like, it wasn't a released product, so I'd never, you know, seen it. And like if
mm.
I did go and get that produced as mints and stuff, like what do you do then? Like
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm interested to see something play out so really soon because I know it's getting released. Well, it's kind of soft launched at Blackpool, but it's like magic and food. So it's like I don't know the regulations that because I've had some ideas which are tricks based around food, and you would have to be supplying a certain thing which would fall under the food category. And I don't know whether you then need because you're selling a food. I'm talking about Mark Bennett's.
it's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks super cool. Really good, in fact, like such a great idea. But I've had a similar thing. It wasn't with sauce packets, but I've had a similar thing in the past, which I would essentially be providing a food related
yeah.
product. But I've always kind of been on the back burner with it because it's like, I don't know whether I'd need special, not a license, but I don't know whether like, would I need like batch
Like food.
numbers and
Yeah, you would need food safe. Yeah, and batch numbers.
yeah. So I was like,
You need
that's
to
why
get
I
a
kind of,
you need to get a food scientist and like you need to like have your macros done and all.
yeah, like lab tested and stuff
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So I was like, oh yeah, it's a dodgy one going down that route. But obviously Mark's done it and yeah, it's going to be a great release. Looks
yeah.
amazing. Looks really, really good.
There's another like a release. So Ben Williams has the exact same trick coming out. He, he has it actually out and all called Saucy, and
Oh,
it's the
really?
exact same trick. So
Ah,
they have spoke together and they're both like okay with because there is enough differences and stuff. So there's
hmm.
just another two minds like and two masterminds in magic as well
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
up
yeah.
at the same thing at the same time. So it does happen,
My
you know.
favorite. Would you say Ben Williams? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, Ben Williams.
I
And
tell
I
you
think
what.
it's called Saucy
Oh
as well. And he
wow.
was like, I was going to change the name then because I seen his, and he's like, you know, it's too far gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
My favorite Ben Williams effect. I'm sure it's Ben Williams. I haven't performed it in a long time. My favorite Ben Williams effect was Linko, the Lincoln polos.
oh, okay, yeah.
That was really, really good. I remember getting that and using the shit out of that. It was like it was you take the polo packet, then you take two polos out and you wrap them in flash paper and you light them, toss them up, and you catch them. The polos are now linked. And then you give them away as a souvenir and people can eat them or whatever. And then you take the polo packet and on the logo where it's POLO, you take the O of the polo and you bring it down with your thumb and it links on the polo packet and you give the whole polo packet out.
Oh,
That's
so
wicked.
nice.
Really, really good. Yeah, if people aren't familiar with that and people like their street magic and stuff, definitely look into that. I don't know if he's producing them or not. I'm sure he would be, but yeah, it's called. I'm sure it's called Linko Polo, but it's the best linking polo mints ever because you've got that kicker of it linking on the packaging as well.
And and the fact you give it out in its proper mint, like,
Mm. Yeah. And it's a proper pack of polos, and yeah, you hand that polo packet out, and now the logo, the two O's are now linked on the logo. It's wicked.
so nice.
Yeah,
Steve
really.
Rowe, actually, I think it's called the Gimmick King. He has
Mm.
loads of like food related
He
stuff.
does. Yeah,
'Cause
another
I came
another.
across his stuff. There's another stuff when I was doing my deck labels.
Mm.
Like I came across him and I was just like, oh my goodness, like of course someone's thought of that before and he was doing something
Yeah.
similar. So I reached out to him and was like, sent him a packet and was like, is it okay if I put these in my site? And he was super cool about it as well and said, yeah.
Steve
So
Rowe has got some really one of his things, which is another underrated thing that you don't see many people using, is he sells the Chupa Chup lolly wrappers with a card reveal built into them.
yeah, I can see
So
he
it's,
does something called Hero Pop as well.
I've got it. Yeah, we don't stock it, but I used to use it personally when I was performing Lolly Hero, which is an unbelievable effect. Like because it's not that's not a magic trick. When people watch that, they don't see that as a magic trick. They see that as you've genuinely learned a skill of carving with your teeth. Like straight
With your
up.
big shark tooth, just
Yeah,
gnawing
yeah, yeah.
on
It's like
it.
it does. It's one of them tricks which hits so hard because people don't see that as a magic trick. They see that as something you have learned.
Yeah. It's the
Um,
same with like the silhouette with the, you know, when you cut
yeah,
it out of the,
yeah. 21st Century Phantom. It's
yeah,
exactly the same with Sketch Artist as well. But it's not. People don't see it as a magic trick. People see that as a skill you've learned, which is
yeah,
which is a really good concept. You know, because not if you're using sketch artists, not only do people think you're a fantastic magician, they also think you're a fucking fantastic artist when you're not. And it's like, do you know what I mean? It's just like the little elements that you can add in to make people think that you're just some like don at everything.
yeah. Then you can go into some, Rain Man style routine and be like, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, Lolly Hero is a fantastic trick. They're really good. But his Chupa Chup Lolly wrappers, they're so underrated. And as I remember when they came out, it was like such a good idea because like I used to do the flash paper to lolly all the time in every single gig when a kid would come up. The best thing to do, take a bit of flash paper, light it, and it turns to a lolly. You give that to them. They're not going to look at that lolly and see there's a card reveal built in. So you can give
yeah.
that lolly to the kid, and then you can go into a different effect, and you can then do a card reveal with it as well, which is nice.
I think stuff like that's going to start to come back again because, like, see Tobias's Dostal's lolly effect and stuff.
Yeah,
I think there's gonna be a lot of stuff like that coming back again, like that type of
yeah,
street
yeah.
visual magic, and
Uh-huh. That'll
I'm
be a good
all for
release when
that.
that drops, when Tobias Dostal's lolly trick drops. I've not seen much about it anymore. I remember seeing it on social media quite a lot.
Yeah, unless maybe it's just for him, but I'm sure some magic companies definitely wanted.
I'm sure I did see someone doing it, and it wasn't Tobias Dostal. Phil Pearson, maybe. I think in one of
Hmm.
his social media videos, he bit off the lolly and then spat it back on, and it was the Tobias Dost. I'm sure it's Tobias Dostal's one that I'd seen. So maybe it'll be coming out. Maybe that'll be
He
a
must he must have loads of stuff in the works coming because there was a point where he was just releasing like
mm,
loads of stuff for every company. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait for his stuff. Like
Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah,
my only issue with that stuff is sometimes he makes it look so good, and then if I try it, it's not going to look the way he
yeah,
makes it look.
yeah.
Then
I
I
think
love
yeah.
effects if you put the practice in. I do like effects like that.
Hmm.
That you have to put the practice in. A lot of magicians now just want to buy the thing and do it. Whereas,
There was that. I can remember seeing Liquify when Liquify got launched. I can remember seeing so many bad performances of Liquify because
yeah,
it like people were just buying it and instantly doing it. But what Tobias Dostal does, he's very very good at mime and he's very good at theatre. and
Yeah.
like it's the little nuances of like bringing the hand up and down to make it look liquid. And it's like a lot of when I remember when it first came out, and a lot of people were jumping on social media and instantly doing it, and it was kind of just like and it just looked like a block of plastic. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
I'm sure as a creator, sometimes people will watch that and just be like, oh, like cringe to themselves. But
Yeah. But once again, yeah, I can see why people quickly get on social media because it is exciting buying a new trick in it, and you want to
oh,
show it to the
absolutely.
world. So, yeah,
Like I still get it bringing stuff in here. Like I still get most like excited
oh,
about bringing
definitely,
stuff in. And I
definitely.
still like as I say, I still go to like Monster and shop Alakazam bought stuff from
Mhm.
like a week ago and stuff. So and they seem
Yeah,
to like
you bought the card to pocket thing, didn't you, from
yeah, the
Alex?
card to pocket.
Yeah, I remember you raving about that.
Yeah, it's very good. Because I
Mm.
have my own version that I do in my head, and I don't know if it's been done before. So
Ooh.
like I wanted to buy it to make sure it's not the same as mine, but
Yeah, sure.
yeah, it's different. Thankfully.
Yeah.
That was something actually I think remember reading or watching something and Pete was saying that he got shown that trick again. He's like, "Can I buy the rights?" And they were actually like, "You own the rights to this already?" I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, he
So
did.
they must be
Yeah.
sitting on some bangers as well. So
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, we can get to that stage of being able to buy rights to tricks. I'd love to be able to do that.
yeah,
I would absolutely love to be able to do that. Buy rights to tricks. It's
for
like,
something recent, what would you like to buy? Like, say, I said to you, right here's like 15 grand. Buy a recent trick. What would you pay the money for?
to buy the rights to a recent
Yeah,
trick. What, something that's already been released?
yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Jesus, damn. You have to give me a minute to analyze that question because there's so much I'd love to
And you
have.
can't say 6 Pro.
Oh, what? That was at the forefront of their brain. Six Pro. Um, I would like to buy the rights. Mm, there's so much, man. I'm trying to think of the ultimate one. This is gonna be really. Oh, this is so dodgy saying this because there's a lot of stigma. There's a lot of beef surrounding this, but I would love to buy the rights to this just purely because he doesn't own the rights to it anymore. That would be. I'd love to buy the rights to loops.
Okay. Yeah. It would be a good spend of your money.
I'd love to buy the rights to loops, so I was the only person who could make loops from now on. I'd love
Well,
to do that.
you wouldn't be the only person that could make them, but yeah.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No, we know that. We know that now. But yeah, I think because it's such a useful like regardless of everything that's going on, it's such a useful utility tool, and I've used it so many times. Loops, do you know what I mean? And there's I'd love to buy the rights to that. Another thing I'd like to buy the rights to would probably be fiber optics, the rope routine, fiber optics. Uh,
Okay.
that would be up there as well because it's something I've done so many times in stage and cabaret and close up. It's
Yeah.
one of them routines which I've worked in so many times I can do. It's like that go to routine. I can do it 10 pints in. If I had 10 pints in my system, I could still do fiber optics flawlessly. You know,
Yeah.
it would probably be that. And another one would be probably extreme burn. I'd buy the rights to
Absolutely. Yeah.
because you know everybody does it, and if I suddenly had the rights to that, yeah, I'm yeah paying my house off.
Mine would probably be a couple of things. One would be Refilled by Henry Harris,
Yeah,
or
good trick.
just if I could afford to buy Henry Harris and just have him here, just be like, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
because everything like product wise, like his products, I think are up there with like the best. I think.
they are very good. They're very
So,
good.
and
Yeah,
then my other one would be it was an old trick called The Hidden by Andy Nyman.
I'm not aware, not familiar.
We I think Alex Sam owned the rights, but I used to do it all the time. It was like a deck of cards, and you get them to freely cut 3 times, and they cut
Right?
to the coin to watch the wallet, and you flip over the cards, and it actually says on it, coin watch wallet.
Oh, cool. That's decent.
Really good trick, and I've
That is
always
nice.
loved it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very,
So it'll
very
be my
good.
10 grand probably gone in a puff of smoke.
There's
I
a
wouldn't even know how much to offer for stuff, to be fair.
That's the thing, yeah. Another thing I'd love to buy the rights to, just because there's so many options of different magic tricks utilizing this utility gaff deck, would probably be the the Mind Power deck by John John Bannon. The Mind Power deck. You familiar with that?
No.
Basically, it's a take on the Alcaran deck, but
Yeah.
it's using gaff cards, so you can display the entire deck as normal one way when you spread them, and then when you next spread them, you can get someone to think of a card, and you can instantly tell them what card they're thinking of. I would probably buy the rights to that as well because there's so many different effects you can do with that Alcarani type of principle. There's so many multiple out tricks you could create off the back of that. Yeah, that'd be another one. But refilled is a good option. I've got refilled personally for myself. I love doing that.
See if you like anytime I see like someone doing a wee bit of cabaret or state, like it is in there because it's just
100. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's just one of those tricks.
You've got that lovely subtlety of with the bottle opener of
And the
tapping the
sound, yeah, and the fact it gives you the bottle opener with it, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like yeah,
Yeah, it's a good trick. Really good trick. Venom Cube as well would be that would be another one. Venom.
yeah, Magna Pro as well, so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But
The
moving
other
on from,
shuffle, I'd buy the rights to Edge Reveal's deck labels and rough stuff.
I
Thanks,
don't
man.
think you would make your money back anytime
You'll
soon.
make no money on that.
I wouldn't even know how much like something like because they were talking about. Have you seen the beef with like the unnamed magician and the jerks?
Yeah, yeah.
And they're talking about like how much like someone could buy this trick for, and they're talking about like 100 grand. Like, I just don't know how much stuff is obviously worth for ideas, and like I wouldn't even know how to approach someone for like to price something. Like, say I wanted to buy 6 pro rights, like
I,
what
I,
sort of money are you talking about? Like,
I think the crazy thing to that unnamed magician and the jerks scenario, I think the crazy fucking thing with that is that who on earth is willing to spend that much money on a concept?
yeah,
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I find it baffling. Like, I understand there's money to be made in magic, but Jesus,
yeah.
who has got that type of throwaway money to just to learn a trick?
There's obviously different levels to this that I have no clue about. Do
Oh,
you know?
100%, 100%. But I just find that mental,
Yeah.
absolutely insane. Like, damn, man.
Moving on from that question, then say you did have the money, whose back catalog would you like to own?
Oh, easy.
I have an
I,
easy answer for me. So,
I don't know if our answer's going to be the same. Probably is going to. I
do you
don't
want me
know.
to go first?
Yeah.
Mine would be Jay Sankey's.
Yeah, 100. Literally, I was then about to say Jason because you know I rave about it all the time. My ultimate favorite card trick is Inner Flash.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to own the rights to Inner Flash because I would remarket it and I would re-get it out there to the masses because I think it's such an underrated trick. It's almost like it's gone back like it.
Oh, I just had a brainwave in a flash with an air tag instead of a coin. It will locate your card.
Why have you mentioned that on here? And we're live as well. Yeah, you fucked yourself now.
I'm gonna get my deck down and see if an air tag will fit through that.
That's such a good idea. Kate,
Wonder if I can market that for. I'm gonna ask him. Yeah.
everyone watching this now is writing that down. Quick, go, 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 go. First one to get it out. First one to get it out.
Yeah.
Mate, that's a sick idea.
Just because air vanish was in my head, and then it can actually locate your card too, like poof, and just melts through. Makes more sense.
You should not have mentioned that on here, Alan.
Yeah, maybe not. What a banger.
Yeah, what a banger. Oh, such a good idea.
And then he'll go on, but Jay already have fought like 10. He'll have a whole DVD with it ready to go. I'll be like, wasn't
No,
my idea.
that is a phenomenally good idea though, because it makes sense. You're gonna get your AirTag out, and fucking AirTag's gonna locate your card. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man.
See, that's why we should jam on live streams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Such.
like
Yeah.
paper clipped, I would love to own that. Like all his like, he does coin magic. He's got like
Paper.
mentalism.
Sorry to
Like
cut you off there. Paper clipped. So when I touched on it earlier, my daughter had an operation at the hospital last week, and when they brought her paperwork round for her pre-ops, it was held together. So she'd took the paper clip off, and we were going through the pre-op notes, and it was all good. She took the pre-op notes away when we filled it in and stuff, but she left the paper clip on the thing, and like it was like magic brain just instantly looked at the paper clip, and I was like, I'm taking that home because it was the best. It was like it was a jumbo paper. It was like this long, and I was like, and
okay.
it was like, but it was like neon. But it was neon. It was like a
Oh,
silicone coated paper clip, and it was like neon green, like hyper bright green. And I was like, oh my god, that's the best clip. That's the best paper I've ever seen for fucking paper clips. So I was like, went into the pocket straight away, and I was like, damn, I've got like the best paper clip now. But yeah, yeah, such a great trick.
yeah, I do feel lucky that I grew up with his magic around. To be fair,
Mm.
definitely 100%.
Yeah, Jay Sang is a genius. He's an
Yeah,
under. Well, I don't even say he's under because he's not underrated at all. Everyone knows how
I
good he
think
is.
I think he is for new magicians.
For new magicians, he's very underground because yeah, his tricks aren't predominantly stocked through any magic shops anymore.
Yeah, I did go
Um,
on like a little thing begging him, could I stock some of his stuff, and
mm,
he was so nice about it. And but yeah, he's just happy doing his own thing for his own websites and stuff, and he's obviously got it
yeah,
down
yeah,
to perfection. But
mm,
I would love to have had his stuff.
yeah, same. Yeah, it'd be very, very cool. Yeah, very cool. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
And
he was like the Craig Petty of my day. Like,
yeah, yeah. And once again, though, another person who's just gonna be sitting on lots of ideas is Craig Petty as well. It's like that
yeah,
guy
that's a good back catalog to put your money into
is a good back catalogue. Yeah. Jay
because there's
Sankey and
something
Craig
for everyone.
there really is. And I know he's got bangers coming out soon as well. So it's like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because I know if it's a like a, I've always said if it's a Craig Petty release, I don't need to do too much research. I know how many units roughly to bring in because I know
yeah,
it's going to sell. Like I'm quite confident bringing his stuff in, which is nice.
absolutely. Yeah, they are gonna sell. Yeah,
Because have you seen his new one with Alakazam with a credit card?
yeah, yeah.
Super good.
Credit because there's two credit card effects he's bringing. He's
Yeah, there's a new one with
don't think
Murphy's.
don't think we're allowed to say anything about that.
I think you might be because
Oh,
I
really?
know. Yeah, because Murphy's have their YouTube channel that if you pay like £1.20, you get to see the trailers early, and they just dropped that
Oh, okay.
today. Yeah.
I don't want to piss anyone off, Alan.
If you go to Murphy's YouTube channel, you'll see it, but you just can't watch it.
Okay, cool. But
So
yeah, that looks really good. That
yeah,
looks
it
really,
looks
really
cool.
good. And I'm going to be picking one of those up very soon. I come up with an idea. So yeah, he sent me the video to it, and he was like, check this out. There's a new release dropping soon. I was like, fuck, that's really good. And I came up with my own. I came up with my own thing for Endo. So I'm going to pick one up purely to do this with. But I'm not going to say anything now about it because it's not launched yet, and I don't want to get told off. But you can do a really cool thing at the end. Like obviously you've seen it, so you can do a really cool thing at the end utilizing one of the NFC rings, which is
Okay.
connected to your online banking. I can't have an idea with that, which is a nice little kicker thing. I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't want to say anything I shouldn't say. But yeah, if you have one of those rings that you can do contactless payments on, you can do something really really nice at the end with the Sharpie with a card
Oh,
reader, and it kind of brings it full circle. So yeah, that's exciting. So I'm going to be picking one of those up to test my own idea with
yeah.
it.
I love
But
stuff like that though, especially when you see something you're like, I have my own idea for that straight away.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
you
100%.
know.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
actually watched Ian Bailey's review of that against MasterCon.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch that?
Huh?
And like Ian's routine was really good on it.
Indeed. Yeah. Ian's a fantastic magician. Really
Yeah.
good magician. Yeah, he like I knew about Ian Bailey from watching like his from watching his YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And like a few bits and bobs which I'd seen like previous years at Blackpool and stuff like that, but I didn't know too much about him. And then since stocking some of his stuff, I kind of like looked a bit more into him. And I was like, he's such a good magician. Like some really commercial effects as well. Like
Yeah.
still, my favorite effect is the baby scan thing.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Ultrasound, yeah, ultrasound. I think I've got a couple left, but yeah, it's really good, really
I like his
pronounced.
little spade. Thought it was super cool.
Yeah, yeah, dig it
Dig it, yeah.
yeah, is
And
awesome
then
as
he's got a cracking routine. It's not for me, like, but a dove routine, and he just keeps
well. Oh,
producing like, yeah. And he's like, here's a big finish and all. Like, if you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's just,
yeah,
yeah, it's
he's
one
got
of those ones. If you've seen live, you'd be like, that's just hilariously good.
AirPod routine is nice as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got so yeah,
and he's got a new trick coming out with the fourth floor with AirPods.
really.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I have
We're
to
allowed to
listen.
say that, aren't we? Yeah, no,
I don't know, man.
yeah,
You said
flag.
it.
We're,
I didn't say it.
I think it's hidden in one of Lloyd's videos. The packaging. If
Oh,
you zoom
okay.
in, you can see it. So it's one of
Cool.
those mysteries. That looks super good. Like,
Yeah.
so you know if it's going on that site
Yeah,
and it's
because
by him, it's going to be
it's gonna have the mark, isn't it? It's gonna have the mark.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a cool concept. Really
yeah. I
cool.
really like that idea.
I love that idea. Having like the
I dare
certified.
say he's got inundated with people asking for the mark.
Oh my god, his emails must be going fucking bonkers.
Yeah, because if I had a trick that was good, I'd probably ask for the mark.
Yeah, I might just slide into his DMs. I might slide it as a laugh and say like, can we get the mark on rough stuff?
You never know.
No, I do know. Yeah, but yeah, that's such a cool concept though, having the certified mark. Really
Yeah,
good.
because there is no like Michelin star, as he said in his trailer. Like, there's no rating system for magic tricks
No.
as such,
Yeah, good
which
idea.
sometimes is a good thing, sometimes a bad thing.
Yeah. Damn, I can't get. Okay, I'm still like bamboozled by your air tag in a flash routine, man.
Stop mentioning it now in case people are just tuning up now. I'm gonna I will post on my social media later. I will go up. It's in the wrist space, in a flash, original
Mm,
packaging, and I'm gonna.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't fit, I know prop dogs do obviously custom in a flash decks, don't they?
Yeah,
Laser cut in a flash deck. So yeah, it could be
I'll be out
worth
in the garage tonight with a big drill bit going, like just making a fit.
getting
So
paper shavings everywhere.
yeah, we were talking about that the other night when I was a kid. I was watching Daryl's Ultimate Ambition,
Yeah.
and I actually got my dad to make me one from an old deck of cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he shows it at the end of his video. Because I bought his DVD, and he was like, that's obviously how you used to have to advertise. He was like, here's what it is, here's what it
Mm.
does. So
I actually rebought that back in. Daryl's Ultimate Ambition.
his back catalogue as well. Talking about back catalogues, what a back catalogue he has.
Yeah, I rebought that back in as a classic I wanted to stock. Yeah, excellent.
And
Really.
that's when Murphy's packaging was swish. Yeah,
Amazing. Yeah, I know.
I wish
Yeah.
they'd done that with Max Maven stuff that they brought out.
See the last one, yeah, and I loved your little take on experimenting with branding that stuff.
Yeah,
You put on your social media,
because
didn't you?
I did left these out to show on the podcast in case because we always talk about packaging, but if you got maxi twists in,
No, I don't.
so I've been bringing these in for a while because they're quite good sellers, and then I reordered them, and then they showed up. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and they've even took his name, like Nick Trost, off it. The front of it. I was just like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, yeah. I get why they're doing it to hone in on their own branding now, because to match obviously all the
yeah, it
white
looks good. It does look good back there, for
it does.
collection.
Yeah, it does. But some things don't need to be touched, do they?
Yeah, and I'm very embarrassed to say, do I have? Sorry, I don't have my stuff. I've only got my stuff that I buy here. But let me see. Is this one? Yeah. So I didn't realize. I only found out recently that there's the Murphy's Magic, which is this, and then the Studio.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
only difference is the back.
Indeed, I have noticed.
So
Yeah.
like I find that really strange as well. Like, so as a studio just mean it's better or like
I think the Murphy. So I think what I am picking up from those differences, I think the Murphy's Magic branding stuff is more suited to newcomers or beginners, whereas
yeah.
Murphy's Studio is more suited to pro. I think, from what I can gauge by that, because Murphy's Studio is like Ghost Deck, Haunted Key, um, the more self-working pieces, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas Murphy's Studio is like the more kind of
Because then they have another one, Murphy's Legacy as well, don't they?
yeah.
And I think they all look too similar. Like, so I think like the studio, they maybe should have actually blacked out these completely.
Yeah, definitely.
Back in the front, made the Murphy's white, and then
Mm.
maybe Legacy done something like what they've done with Daryl's stuff.
Yeah, the Daryl's packaging was really good. It was really bloody good. Like the black envelopes and stuff with like the foil
Yeah.
printing on was lovely. So yeah, I think they should have kept that, but hey ho.
Yeah, because I like
Yeah.
their sponge balls and stuff, Brandon. Like it's quite
Mm.
nice.
Yeah. That's something I'm still working on. I know you.
Oh, have you got any further with?
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for the packaging to arrive from China. Well, it's in the UK now apparently. But it's
Because you've
with
got Goshman style sponge balls, isn't that correct?
yes.
Not
So
giving anything away, more
no,
secrets.
so no, I don't. It's not going to be like a massive, like a major launch or anything. You know, it's just going to be appear on a website. But yeah, so it's like I sourced for ages. So we spoke about it on a couple of podcasts ago with the Murphy's packaging. It kind of sparks interest in my head. It was like the Murphy's packaging and for the sponge balls, they're just like an absolute nightmare to ship.
Yeah.
Because they're so bulky. And then you said about obviously shrink, like giving an option on the website to just kind of like vacuum pack them, so they go into like an envelope.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, and I was like, playing around with sponge balls, and I was like, oh man! And I had the old Goshman sponge balls there, and I was playing around with them, and I was playing around with like the new Murphy's ones, and I've got some Penguin ones as well to kind of trial out. And I was like, the quality is so superior. Not nothing knocking Murphy's or Penguin, but the quality was so superior in the Goshman range. Just the quality of them was just amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I spent like a good few weeks kind of researching and buying a ton of sponge balls. They're everywhere at the moment, and I've come across like the ultimate, what I believe is like the best sponge ball out there. And
Nice.
yeah, so yeah, I'm just waiting on the packaging to come from China. Like I say, it's in the UK, but it's with Yodel at the moment. So
Oh,
God
you
knows when
might get it.
God knows when that'll turn up. But yeah, as soon
What
as the
about,
packaging is
are you
done.
allowed to talk about colors or options? What
Yeah,
do you
sure.
go for? Don't want to
So
put you in the spot and like take away your secrets.
fine. So like the only I had to be a bit cautious. Like obviously, I wanted to bring in like all the different sizes. But at the moment, I'm only going to bring in 2 inch.
Yeah, because I did see you put a poll out asking everyone what size they use and stuff.
Yeah, the majority of people said 2 inch, but then I was like, so I went with 2 inch, and then a lot of people were like saying like, nah, like 1.5s, and I was like, oh, damn it, like I don't know which ones to bring in. It was just getting like crazy, but yeah, I won't show you all the colors, but these are some of the colors. Obviously, typical greens, but they're just so hyper bright.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Pink,
Oh,
hot
they're nice. Yeah,
pink, purple,
they're so bright, actually.
turquoise,
Yeah, you showed me those. I think that's my favorite. The turquoise, really like.
orange, and I've got yellow. Oh, I do like the yellows as well because their colours just really pop on them, and that's why I thought these are the ones to go for.
They're
But yeah,
nice.
they're just like mega. They're just like super in your face, and I was like more thinking for stage use of launching these because I was like for stage they're just gonna pop.
Those hot pink ones are really nice as well.
Yeah, and then obviously I've got like I don't need to show you the reds, and then standard reds as well. But these are like the quality of them are fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm going to be launching them soon, and they're going to come in their own custom packaging bag, which keeps them clean, keeps them safe, and it's like can be reused as a storage pouch as well to carry them around in
Yeah.
getting dirty and pocket fluff on them and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm excited about that, which is weird. That's that magician thing. I'm excited about some sponge balls, man.
That's a good thing about like our shops because we're like I would listen to magicians and what I want as well. So like I'm
Mm,
making stuff that I want,
yeah.
and I think others who perform the same type of magic as me, that sort of like pub magic, like out and about.
Yeah, yeah. And like the good thing you said like you would mention this in the marketing, but like the good thing about these is like they're made in the UK as well. So like a UK made ball.
Yeah,
And they're using like the best sponge, the best dyes on them as well. The only downside is on some of the lighter colors, like I'll be completely transparent on the turquoise. You're probably not going to see it on camera because it's just one of those kind of OCD things. But because they're handmade and they're hand cut, um, you do get some slight discoloration on the turquoise ones, but not enough that would put you off using them.
yeah.
But it's
Because the dye is going to be a lot lighter on them compared to.
exactly, yeah. But they're just so nice. Yeah, and it was like yeah, kind of come across those colors, and I was like, I need to launch them as a product because yeah, just for stage use, they're so vibrant.
That's so cool.
So yeah, that's coming soon. Hey ho, just waiting on Yodel to get their fucking packaging thing. But you've got something on the horizon I know about as well, haven't you?
Yes, I have finally got my boxes for that. It's a little like. I shall show you. Not that anyone watches these podcasts, but it's a little like my first packet trick, which
Yeah.
is called Departures.
Woohoo!
So you get like these little cards, and it has like all the names, and then they pick a destination. You can tell them where they're going. You can tell
Mm.
them if their flight's on time from the card, and then you get like the little reveals as well. And you don't actually need to look at the face of the cards either. You can just look at the back of them and
Uh-huh.
tell what they're thinking as well. So
Nice,
I've got
man.
that. I just need, because I went on about so much, written instructions. So
Yeah,
now I'm
yeah.
producing written instructions. But I do have all the little. I do have some of the packaging. So yeah, I've got like all the little boxes made,
Cool. Amazing.
which I had to do twice because the first time I wanted like the nice rep across like MasterCon,
Uh-huh.
and then I was like, no, you can't put the cards back in that box, and that will piss people off.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah. It's annoying when things that happen because that's like yeah, this money spent on something you can't use now, isn't it? On the
yeah. I guess it's not. These are things that are not going to break the bank for people to buy, and then it's going to be stuff that it's not going to break, set the world alight and fire like for the next trick. So, but
Nice, man. Man, that's exciting.
yeah, I just want to do like my own little ideas and have, all that.
Definitely. And so that is exciting as well because it's because like I say, with small shops like us, we're never gonna do like some big massive launch like with Murphy's or something like that. Like, but that's what I like. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all about bringing something different to our stores, and
Yeah,
yeah, if we can do that, it's like which I know you've already done with like the Sharpies and the box reveals and stuff, and your ESP coins, which are amazing.
yeah. The coin, like I'm still waiting for my boxes for that, and then I'm trying to get someone to do the tutorial for that at the minute. So,
Mhm.
because I want to give them 1 or 2 routines with that, so
Sure. Yeah,
because
yeah.
it is a more expensive product. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll get there. We will get there.
yeah, and then stay tuned because I do have an air tag that finds your card coming
Really?
soon.
Wow, that sounds amazing, Alan.
The original, yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that there's like probably about like 10, 15 people also with the same idea currently right now as well.
that was a good point. I actually forgot about that. Do you remember Earplugs by Jay Sankey?
I don't remember that.
So they were sponge balls, but they looked like earplugs, and you took them out and they expanded, and they ended up being massive. And he
Oh,
had full
that
routines with
was
that.
very, very cool.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
still does them or not, but he had a full like working like a full DVD on it.
Uh-huh.
So, because I used to remember you did buy a trick and you got the full DVD with things,
You
and there
did.
was so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
on
yeah.
them.
Mm.
But
Yeah, no.
earplugs is such a good shout, actually.
Mm. I only just reading some of the comments because I feel like I'm neglecting the comment section a bit. I only use 2-inch sponge balls. Those are great. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. And then the earplugs thing, which I will have to look at. That looks good. That looks cool. I love a bit of wallet size mentalism with your packet trick there. Yeah, man. I'll be picking that up from you as well when you launch that. That does look a nice little carry.
Yeah, and I put it on plastic cards so at the pub
Very
you can get
nice.
them wet.
Very, very cool.
Um,
Very cool. Well done, Alan.
Well, I think that's probably enough from us for our
Yeah.
little test stream anyway. But we'll
Yeah.
maybe get one organized and do like a more Q&A type based one and get a lot more people in, hopefully. This was just,
Yeah.
I literally sprung this on you. I was like, should we just try and go live and do one just to see? So
Yeah, I think next time if we're going to go live, we'll do a bit of plugging on social media as well. So
yeah,
people are aware
I'll
that we can
probably
do it.
push it out to the Instagrams and stuff. So
Yeah.
this is just me testing software,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But
So,
thank you to everyone in the comment section who has remained watching.
yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
And you're first to know about the special AirTag trick. So
Yes. Nice, man. Nice.
But yes, it was so nice to catch up with you again. I'm sure we'll speak
Yeah,
to
and
you
you, buddy.
anyway.
Sorry it's been long. It's like completely my fault. I've just had shit
Well,
going
I'm
on.
mine too, so it's been
Yeah,
a crazy week. So
it has. And yeah, just the weather, the nice weather we've had has just kept me outside and at beaches and stuff at the moment. And
yeah. And there's
so
the thanks coming as well. The other Shuffle, have you seen his YouTube channel yet?
I have seen the Other Shuffle YouTube channel. Very cool.
Yeah. I think he's one to watch, actually, to be fair.
Indeed.
The quality
Indeed.
of his videos,
Yeah,
unreal. Like,
yeah. I did see,
cinematography and
the
stuff.
Other Shuffle. I did see a comment fly by as well from Fred, the underperforming hobbyist, who was on here.
Another great YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
put those two sort of together because they're sort of doing something completely different to everyone else. They're not just talking about
Definitely.
like tricks and like the latest things. They're going into a bit more depth about like what else there is out there.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, keep up the good work there, boys. Other Shuffle and underperforming hobbyist.
and we'll
Yeah.
keep plugging away here at our
We'll keep
tiny
doing our
channel.
little thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll play with my cards and he can play with his balls over there. You know.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you so much for everyone for joining in anyway. And make sure you just like and subscribe as well so you don't miss the next episode. And then, drop your comments below as well if you would like to see another live, because it's our first time doing this. And I said to you, and we're both said super nervous about this because if we say something, we're on the hook for it now. So
to be fair, the people watching have treated us very, very well today. Actually, there's not been any like intense questions or anything. I had it in my head that when you said like, "Oh, should we test out live?" I was like, "Oh my god!" People start throwing questions at us. I don't know the answers to. I'm going to sit there hesitating and stuttering.
Yeah. Can you show me a side still, or what's your favorite pass? I'd be like, oh yeah,
Oh my fucking god!
Maybe go to someone else's YouTube channel for that.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Wicked.
yes, thank you very much, guys, and we'll hopefully speak soon.
Have a good one.